Take all my worries and my fears away on this ride. It's time we decide. Make it plain as day. We're running out of space. Running out of places to run to, but I know that I want you. So can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. Can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. Can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. Can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. Never enough, babe. And we already started late. And if we leave it up to fate, tell me how long will we have to wait for an answer? Right or wrong. But I don't have no questions to ask. You don't wanna ruin your chance. No. So decide, babe, right here, right now. I'll take all the blame if we wrong, but we don't have all day. Running out of space, running out of places to run to, but I know that I want you. So can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. Can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. Can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. Can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. Grow and change every day. It'd be my pleasure to keep learning you in every way. There's not enough time in a lifetime for your love, for your love. There's not enough time in a lifetime. So can I get a lifetime with you? I just want a lifetime with you. The rest of my lifetime with you. Can I get a lifetime with you? It's never enough, babe. And we already started late. Don't wanna leave it up to fate. I got the key.
What's good, y'all? What is good? Happy Wednesday. Wednesday, y'all call it hump day, but hump day doesn't mean a damn thing to me because I work every day pretty much. Unless it's college football season, shout out to Saturday, shout out to the Ohio State Buckeyes. All right, let's get into this. I mean, a few things are, a surprise to me, just like they're a surprise to y'all. Do I think I have a bullseye on my back? Probably, but when haven't I? You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and dig into this, talk about what's going on because I already know what people are going to say. As soon as they saw that baton, they were like, oh, okay. Y'all probably started believing that shirt that ZX put out there that said, envy works for me. or whatever. So we're definitely going to get into that. I promise you. All right. So what's up, Shock Rock? Shock Rock King. Haven't seen you around in a minute. Hopefully everything's good and doing well, and you're blessed in your life. RNY. Judy Coles. What to do? Davna. Let's go. Let's see here. Gubs girl. What's happening? All right. Get y'all asses in the room. Participate, and let's just rock this out. All right. This isn't going to be simple because in a lot of different ways there's subliminals, there's things that people are going to tell you in public, there's things that people are going to tell you in private, and we'll do a little bit of both. Okay, because as of right now I don't have all the answers. Okay, and neither do y'all. So as I always say, I'm going to be working it out with the people, even though people think that I communicate with the chat a little bit too much, but I don't give a damn. Daquan, what it do? Barn Dog in the building. Dee Dee's is here, making sure that everybody is stress free these days. I appreciate you, Dee Dee, just like many others. Toya, that Carolina Sagittarius. Let's go. Vibrant, I love the headphones. Mr. GG, what it do? Let's see here. Let's see. MGO working but popping in to hit the like sign government name MGO. Bye. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw MGO answer this question for me before you leave. Yesterday, were you in another sector where you had your name in your avatar name when you joined the panel, or did you put that up there on purpose? I'm just curious. Did you put that up there on your avatar? Because you can change these names all the time, right? So I just wanted to know if you were in another set with your networking. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Yes, which one? Meaning that you just wanted to go ahead and recognize it, or were you in a different sector? You can answer me at will, because my ass is about to get into this commentary, right? I can't stand too many salutations, too many hiccups, too many of that without somebody getting to it. I don't want to wait 15, 20 minutes for the start of somebody's live for somebody to get into some content. It was accidental, but I'm not worried about it. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought, MGO. That's what I thought. Okay, because I knew there was some kind of conspiracy hiccup, whatever the case may be, about your name. But as I said, like if you changed it or whatnot after there was a conspiracy about your name, then obviously you're comfortable with it because you definitely said you don't care. So that's good. That's good. I just wanted to make sure because people start tripping and then narratives get spun and you might have got doxxed, you might not have got doxxed. You meant to change your name. You're just messing with people. You know how the damn internet is. But anyway, all right. So let me set the stage like this, okay? And I'm gonna go down this. I'm gonna say what y'all are thinking, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm doing, okay? Because y'all are probably thinking about the same thing as soon as I flash this up here. A lot of people saw it, some people did it, but don't go, oh okay. Here's what I woke up to this morning, right? Like yesterday, I woke up to DS's community wall talking about some things going on. Put RY's NI's name in it, and obviously we did the content. Okay. And I also woke up to Lemon's list where we asked about number three. Unfortunately, that started being Firegate and all that other shit. But what I do appreciate is bringing something new to the table, and it was kind of crazy seeing Mia. I know Mia was torn and basically said that she feels like she's in the middle with Lemon and Ken, but we all feel like we're in the middle of something. You know what I mean? There's no definite protection plan or anything like that. You said I didn't change it, was just on a different device and didn't realize it's showing, but it isn't a problem. Gotta go. We'll catch the replay. Have a great show. Thank you, MGO. All right. Well, you enjoy work, going out there and doing your thing. But anyway, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's just go. So Here's what I saw this morning. Okay, I'm gonna leave this up here for a second. Okay. Um. So if you woke up and you saw this, right, and I didn't catch the original video, but the replay pretty much was the same thing, right? At the end of the show, VS basically said, "I'm not going to tell y'all who I'm passing the baton to, but hey, I'm gonna end the show." So hey, I'm sitting there just like everybody else. Okay, cool. And my dumb ass, what I thought the passing the baton was just a redirect. I swear. Like that's how dumb I was. I'm like, okay, well, who's live? What's up, OG Beauty? Let's go. I say who's going live next. YouTube cameras is live, whatever the case may be. Boom, that's where the traffic is going. I don't know who else is live. Really don't care. But look at this. Look at this, right? So we already know Vias is very calculated, very strategic, very smart, all that other good stuff. And I am a suspect of quote unquote kissing her ass. And I don't know if you guys also saw yesterday that ZX felt like he needed to put a shirt on that on that avatar moose or AI moose or whatever the hell it is. I don't know if you guys saw a shirt that says "Envy works for me," which was "Envy works for VS," right? Did you guys see it? Maybe, maybe not. If you did, you did. If you didn't, you didn't. Okay, which was very, very interesting. It seemed very random. Does anybody in here that doesn't care and who isn't worried about me, basically coming back at you, firing back at you? Does anybody think I work for VS? Does anybody think I work for anybody? Have I ever put that out there? Because that's not what this is, by the way, the baton. Not at all whatsoever. And I'm going to explain that. But I want to hear from y'all whether you think that I work for anybody. Lady Dika, Pizarro, Lemon, anybody. Is that what you? Hold on a second. Whoa, hold on, y'all. Oh, my. Okay, hold on. My dock. Oh, sorry about that. My dock came unplugged. You said these people with outside lives use YouTube as a substitute. Arts and crafts. Listen, we need to make a sign. We need to make a sign and plant that like right on the YouTube app because you are absolutely right. We're supposed to be on here to have fun and deal with the reality of our lives, but it's actually the other way around, right? Let's see. You said I'm not surprised. Oh, of course he hate watching. Um, listen. I got one of the fullest bushes in the damn on like I might have 900,000 people in this bitch with 100 likes. So you know what I mean? Hey, I burned down the bushes, but those people that are in the clouds, they take care of me. So I know who you are, and I will have my phone here because sometimes I miss cash apps, and I'm sorry. And I got to make up for it later by going into it. I'm sorry thing. But anyway, anybody know what this means at all? Hmm? Hmm. All right. So you don't. Okay. So my first piece right here, you said envy. I hope you didn't mind me dropping the CC who hit the panels yesterday channel or the panel channel. I just wanted to show appreciation. Yeah, OG Beauty, if anybody comes up here respectful, and you know that they're not and they know and you feel as a moderator that they support the channel, absolutely drop the link because basically they are giving their time to the commentary. So absolutely not, OG Beauty. And I don't know if you heard me say yesterday that you don't see a whole lot of blue in here. You know what I'm saying? There's a very specific reasons why y'all are mods. I trust you. You time somebody out for 10 seconds of the rest of their life. That's cool. I mean, I really do appreciate you guys letting me know what's going on, but I will not stop you. I will not censor you. I will not take anybody's side but yours. Okay? No matter what. So, passing the baton. All right, let me take this down real quick so we don't stare at a baton for the rest of the damn live. But anyway, Let me start off. Let me start off with the content is in motion. Has anybody felt lately that this sector went from dry as sand to as hot as fire at all? It's hot as fire. Like what level would you call it? Right? You said, "Dang, I missed her live," so I'm definitely intrigued. Right? OG Beauty. The live was general, but it was also about uh, it was about what you call it. It was about economic gate, backdrop gate, whatever you want to call it, right? Because she went into some of her legal stuff that had to do with her feelings about what who was getting dropped and who was involved in it, and if there's a conspiracy, things like that. So you just had to like marry to that, but specific to new content, she kind of left it where it was. She said what she needed to say. It wasn't like you didn't miss anything that's a key to this live. I'll tell you that. All right. But okay. So as I said, you said, envy, like a great professional athlete. Two a days, yeah, absolutely. Two a days right now. It's spring. It's spring. You know what spring practice is? That's what we're at right now. Two a days. All right. So anyway, listen. As I said, who in here is more entertained lately with the content in general than we have in a couple months? Anybody? Let's see, we got Firegate, which we're tired of, but there's a couple different elements that come into it. We got Emergency Gate. You know what I'm saying? We know what Emergency Gate is. We got street sector triangulation. And what I mean by that is, does the street sector have anything to do with the beef sector? Not really. But do their stories spill over to here, like MGO, Octavius, Ken, Sonny, that whole saga or whatever? Does it spill over to here? Yes. Does it affect the beef sector? Absolutely. Because basically, like for example, I mentioned Mia, for example, great example. On Lemons last night, that was like, okay, I kind of feel like I'm in the middle, but I feel like a lot of people, even though Mia said it just on her own behalf, I feel like a lot of people feel like they're in the middle of something. Like, what do you have to pick? You have to pick, like, you got to, pick. Lady Nika had a hell of a conversation with VS. Are people going to look at Lady Nika having a conversation with VS who wants to subpoena her, her YouTube best friend or whatever? Sure. But honestly, like, people can literally be cordial to one another. And do I think it's going to be looked into? Yeah, but do I think it's a big deal? Absolutely not. They were chopping it up about old beach sector stuff, and VS pretty much said, like, you got the 2.0s, you got the OGs, and the OGs never acted like the 2.0s. So, we used to get $6,000. We used to get cars. We used to get, whatever the case may be, right? Now I'm exaggerating about the cars and stuff because that's what MGO was saying about the street sector. I was like, damn, y'all are buying cars and stuff. Let me go over there and trick Troy Allen out of his spot. You know what I mean? Let's go. Sonny's in here. When and where was this conversation? The conversation was here. The conversation was here. Everything was here yesterday, to be honest. I don't want to like throw some kind of victory flag in the air at all whatsoever. But the reason why I covered that stuff yesterday is because you guys know I don't have any sides. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? If Diva wants to pull up, great. I fucks with Diva. If Pizarro wants to pull up, great. I fucks with Pizarro. If Lady Nika, if VS, if Lemon, if whoever pulls up, I don't start thinking about, oh my God, the optics of somebody dragging somebody, this and that. I don't give a damn what y'all have to say because it's supposed to be beef, right? Like everybody, oh my God, this person's getting drugged on this panel. I can't let this person up on the panel because they might get ambushed and this. Yeah. So you guys know how I've been from the beginning. But CC, the conversation was most definitely had here. You can catch the replay. I still have it up. It was kind of a two-part series, to be honest with you. Go watch the first live, my 1 o'clock live, and my 5:15 with RY. So anyway, let's keep on moving, right? So again, I guess I'll answer the question for you. Is the content contenting? Yes. Because what the hell are we talking about? Ghetto fighting, god dang, the mayor of Detroit. That was okay, but that that gave us a day, I think. Ghetto fighting Rex. I'm fucking with you, Ghetto, because you're in the chat. But yeah, I've had background noise. YouTube has been my background noise lately. What's up, Unfiltered Muffy? Appreciate you being here all the time. I always recognize who's in the chat on a consistent basis. Okay. So there's really nothing much to say about the content has been contenting, but I feel like people are walking on eggshells. Don't talk about this. Don't bring this up. Oh my God. It's us versus them. What side are you going to pick? Like, we could complain about that, but it's kind of interesting because why are we on here? Okay, us content creators, people in the chat, people in the clouds, it's interactive television, right? We can basically watch the bullshit, come up with our own conspiracy theories, and either troll, keep it real, whatever the case may be, to insert ourselves into this story. Then we keep it going. Hey, what's up, Bella? How you doing? Appreciate you being in here, Bella. All right, so let's skip and then we'll go back to the content because I know you guys want to talk a little bit more about this baton and everything else and the fact that it could be dangerous. All right. So I'm going to put up the baton real quick and I'm going to tell you why it can be dangerous first and then we'll talk about why. Right. So again, I'm gonna put this up a few times during the live because it's important. All right. As I said the day before, it was like, hey, Envy and RY, here's this. And then today, I believe the way that we cover the content has put us in a position or put me in a position where the kind of I don't give a fuck guy puts me in that position. And I don't think that it has anything to do with ZX. I know that ZX is going to probably twist it and tart it and say that he created the situation. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm not going to put it up here on the screen because, like if you put him coughing or anything up on the screen, I'm going to get struck. Okay. But as I said one more time, since there's an abundance of more people in here, it was definitely like a moose situation or whatever we know who he's talking about that had a shirt on that says envy works for me. Okay. You said eggshells and intentionally being ignored are not the same thing. True. I mean, there's a little bit of both. There's a little bit of both. Because my thing is like, okay, who asks direct questions that messes with everybody? Me. So the eggshell basically come from not knowing the questions that are going to be asked and people not saying exactly what they have, right? If somebody says, like, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, we got subpoena gate. What were we talking about? Subpoenas and finding out other people's identities and stuff like that. That's what I mean by eggshells. Like, hold on a second. Did somebody really put something in place? Did somebody really do their due diligence to, find out what's going on? And listen, Cash App Gate, Emergency Gate, all the other stuff. It's not my money. It go in my pocket, and I participated in it, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Let them live. My heart told me to support and do my thing or whatever, but at the same time, that's why I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it. But if some dumb shit comes up or whatever the case may be, you guys know I'm gonna report. Whatever. What's up, Joan Robinson? How you doing? All right, Joan. So let me take this comment down real quick. All right, so Woo! What I mean by this could be dangerous, y'all, is because I kind of have two sides. I always say I have both three sector envy side and B sector side. So really, this could be dangerous about passing the baton is because what you all think in your head is that if VS says your name, if VS gives you a wrench, if VS redirects, if VS supports, if VS hits a panel, VS, I'm scared of VS and I don't know what she's going to do. I don't think about any of that. I don't. None of it. Zero. Because it could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? And what is going to happen is a bunch of conspiracies. Are they behind the scenes? Do they have plans? What the hell is going to happen? Is Envy getting sacrificed to come out here and do dirty work and then get sacrificed? It goes back to VS and she says, no. I don't believe any of that. Okay. And I'm going to lay down some of the stipulations and I'm going to explain to you barters and trusts. Okay. I think this whole thing with that situation is a trust thing with a barter. Trust thing meaning like if you do anything with somebody that represents what you were doing in the past, that's a trust factor. It's like, I put this in place, I did this, I did that, don't fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. And then the barter of the situation is like, okay, cool. We're two content creators. We got things flowing or whatever. Here you go. Boom, content. Eat, eat, eat. Right? Because what did the community wall post say yesterday? Who's going to be scared? Who's going to be scared? Who's going to ignore the commentary instead of eating off of it? That was basically the message yesterday. So guess what happened? Didn't we bring everything in here? Didn't I tell you? Don't we usually figure things out at the 1 o'clock show? Kind of do like a question and answer. At the 5:15 show can roll content into the evening. I think we did a good job. I really do think we did a good job, supporters of Envy and Banco Television. Hey, VS, I just wanted to correct you real quick. I know you say code man. I don't know if that's like just like an inside joke or something, but I just wanted to make sure we're man code television. I know you say code man, and I want to cringe every time you say that, but I just want to tell you it's man code television. All right. Let's see, CT, you said she will get tired of her name being tagged. Yeah. Well, she actually is there, CT. Did you hear her say, I was just chilling, taking a mental break, and I got woke up out of bed and this and that. She even got so frustrated where she was like, listen, people were sending messages saying, you're a warrior, keep your head up, keep pushing, stay focused. She's like, those messages are great, but I really would like this show, this timestamp. This is kind of what you're looking for. Like, if there's no information, basically, it's a waste of time. I know that, I have a cheerleading squad or whatever. I do appreciate my supporters, but at the same time, I got shit to do. So that's exactly. I don't think that she's worried about her name getting tagged. I think that she's worried about being content that never gets to ending space. It's like you say VS and then you go into a little bit of your feelings and you might get a little bit of content out of it, but there's never closure. That's the problem, okay? What's up, Focus on You? How you doing? What's up, Sarkonos? Sarkonos, I'm glad that you can make it here for the 1 o'clock. Seeing you during the evening. I know that you're busy, but thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. So you guys understand what I'm saying so far? Hmm? Because I really want to put into your head a couple things, y'all. Is Envy working for I almost said ZX, Jesus. If I was working for ZX, I'd go up to my roof and jump off head first. But you guys think I'm working for? You guys think that there's a collaborated plan? And based on you guys knowing me, do you guys think I give a damn enough to be like shook or anything? Because people feel like they're shook sometimes. Oh my God, VS is being nice to me. I feel so much pressure. I'm so shook. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Woo! Anyway, all right. So basically, nobody in the chat, either people in the chat are not willing to type what they think, and they're going to talk about it later, and I'm going to have to hit your panel and say, "Why didn't you say that shit in my live?" Or y'all agree with me so far. Either or, we're just gonna move forward with it. This is not gonna be a long live. This is gonna be ABC 1, 2, 3. We're in and out of here. We're gonna watch afternoon shows, and I'll be back here at 5:15 with Arn. Or actually, I'm gonna be back here at 5:15 because RY has her weekly. She has her weekly check-in, which is gonna be Wednesday, like right here, the Wednesday midweek show. She's not quite sure what's gonna be in the title yet because she listens to the commentary. So guess what? You're here with me twice a day. You said who said that? Exactly what about what I said are you referring to? Focus on you. Not being disrespectful. I'm just trying to, see what you're asking specifically. But anyway, I'll just listen. I'm open and honest with all y'all. You guys know how it is. But the reason why I said this could be dangerous is because have you guys seen the pink slips? Have y'all working for VS who said that? ZX said it. He put a shirt that said Envy works for VS. He put a T-shirt on a moose because that's his thing or whatever. Hey, he took a moose, put Envy works for me, saying that was VS, right? But that's what happened. I was very, very interested. What time is her live? It's at 6:45, Sarkonos. Let's see. I don't watch him. Okay. Okay, focus on you. Well, I was very surprised. Somebody actually sent me the link and said, damn, I didn't know that you were hired. I said, me neither. Me neither. It's impossible to hire me because I work for myself. Always will, and always listen to the end of the earth on this damn YouTube or anywhere else. I'm working for myself. Okay, that's why I said it could be dangerous. You said I'm more interested in Ken stealing Mia from Lemon. Crafty. I don't necessarily feel like Ken stole Mia from Lemon. I believe they've always had a relationship. Those three. And Mia coming up to the panel, I believe she wanted to clear up the fact that she does not want to be in between things because Lemon and Ken are not on good terms. People did ask Lemon about banning Ken. Lemon did say something about banning Ken while we were sitting there doing math for an hour trying to figure out if MGO sent enough money to ban Octavius. So no, 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 no. I think Mia literally pulled up there to figure it out because if you saw how she left, that should tell you everything. She didn't leave in a way saying, "Hey, can't wait to see you. I'll be back. I'll holla at you, whatever." She just said, "I'm gonna go." All right. She did a Rodney, a drive by, and I'm gonna drop down, y'all. I'm gonna be dropping down. I can't impersonate Rodney, but I'm gonna drop down, y'all. That's basically what Mia did. Because I don't know what she was looking for Lemon to say, like, hey, I can be friends with you and, don't worry about Ken. But she kept saying the same thing about that. So, what do I think that she did? I think that she dropped down from Lemon's platform and then, contacted Ken or whatever and said, hey, I went there, got some closure. It didn't seem like anything was cleared up, but I'm washing my hands of the situation. So nobody should feel some type of way. And that's why I say arts and crafts. Lemon did not steal Mia from Ken at all. Not at all. That's not even a factor to consider. You said I'm more interested. And what'd you say, CT? Nola worried about the YouTube more than his own family. I don't have when it comes to people's family, I don't really dig into that because listen, him and his wife can have an agreement or whatever that he's going to build his YouTube channel a certain way, whatever their strategy is inside their home, none of my business, So I don't really get into that type of thing, unless somebody comes at me about it. If somebody comes at me about something, I'm going to respond probably in a disrespectful way. My calm voice, but my disrespectful words that come out of my mouth sometimes. You know what I mean? You can call it passive aggressive. You can call it condescending, whatever. No, I'm just generally an asshole. Okay. But it is what it is. Sometimes I think I'm the villain, and that's why I try to stay a reporter and not a content creator. I'd rather y'all go out and do dumb shit so I can report on it and kind of watch, sit with my feet up, and watch y'all work. But anyway, let's go to it could be dangerous. Okay. The reason why the passing of the baton, and I want y'all to really, again, I want y'all to figure out what that means because I know that everybody's going to say it's cryptic, but more of y'all are going to say it's a setup and a public humiliation on the way for envy or some other shit like that. People getting pink slips, kicked out, getting their rent taken, getting blocked out of the chat, getting set up to come over there. Not set up, but not set up, but kind of sometimes VS builds the bridge and just waits for you to walk over that bitch. Okay. If you know what I mean. And you said, Crafty, you said in the words of Takashi 69, I stole that shit. Listen, hey, Takashi 69 is doing good because snitching nowadays has become the norm, arts and crafts. But anyway, all right. So I said, how could it be dangerous? Okay. Because I don't take orders. I don't move on anybody else's time. I don't care who you are. I'm going to talk about you. Have I made my biases public? Yeah, absolutely. Have I said I'm biased when it comes to Lady Nika? I sure did. Did I say like when Pizarro and I had a fallout or whatever, it was a little bit more of a blow than my other fallouts? I absolutely. Have I given praise and all that other good stuff, homage to VS? I sure did. But I'm just keeping it, straight up and down. And yesterday I was very, very impressed because a lot of people who don't even deal with each other pulled up. I mean, all the story was right here. How I am. I always say I don't want to give y'all a little bit of it because some of it's going to trickle over to this platform, trickle over to that platform, trickle over to that platform. I like to be a one and done. So the advantage of having everybody over here yesterday and the day before was amazing to me, and bringing together some stories and whatnot. Now, okay, it can be dangerous. The baton, what story would you all want to happen that we have on deck, or would you like content, new fresh and new content to be created? Because what the hell are we going to say about Firegate? Nothing, right? Some shit got burnt down. People are in the mix of figuring it out now. No disrespect to some of the people out there that create, I love the ranch, I love NWO, and all that, but it was kind of put out there where everybody needs to stay away because like the FBI is floating around on troll accounts. Like the conspiracies, just chill. Who gives a shit? The police are here. What is the difference between the police being here and you driving out? Oh, yeah, that's right. A lot of y'all don't go outside, but let's just pretend you do. All right. So, what's the difference between the police being on this bitch and watching us? Are you driving down the road and them watching your ass? I don't give a damn. Hey, shout out to the police, the alphabet people, all that. I'm not important enough. I don't do enough dumb shit for you to even look into me. Don't send me a letter. Don't knock on my door. It doesn't matter. What am I gonna? The FBI is not gonna come, put somebody in jail for 5 to 7 days because now I am a square. I didn't used to be a square. What'd you say? All gas, no brakes, fam. I changed my name. Oh, you did. I changed my name. I'm tired of trolling ghetto. He is already sweet at simp, no fun, and trolling a clown. No, I got you. I know exactly who you are. Hey, let's go. That's cool, man. Stop changing your name, bro. I've been waiting for you to build these channels and get one of them monetized for like 20 years. The Queen Before You Reacts was good. CT says the FBI. Listen, CT, if somebody says, listen, the next time somebody says they're calling the CIA, the whoever, the marshals to come get find fugitives or whatever. At this point, I'm just like, okay, cool. I mean, what did I wake up to one morning? ZX calling the FBI, Google, YouTube, uh, everything you could possibly think of. And I'm like really looking out my blinds. Somebody that's been doing this for maybe a week, 2 weeks, maybe 6 months, whatever, would have it would have been concerned. But I'm looking out here right now, and all I see is my backyard and some nice grass and all that other good shit. And the alphabet people are not yet banging on my door, okay? Because it'd be very boring. But anyway, some of these people are deputies. Shit, some of them. There's probably five of them up in here looking for some kind of RICO case or some shit, with donations. I didn't even put up a goal today. I forgot. So be careful if you get a super chat because you might be, Anyway, don't pay attention to me. What's up, Vibrant? Not the FBI under troll account. And they actually tell you, Vibrant. Like, look at their names. It'll definitely say like YouTube Patrol or something along those lines, and they'll pretend like they're not YouTube Patrol, but whatever. They're trolling us, y'all. Like the police are like really bumping us off of our troll gang. But anyway, all right. So as I'm talking about why it could be dangerous, that the baton has been quote unquote passed off to envy. Listen, for most people it can be very very it can have many many layers, but with me it doesn't because listen, let me explain. You said infiltrated. Infiltrated. Yeah, yes. Yes, infiltrated. Focus on you. Let me ask you this. Have you ever watched a court case with like a celebrity or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden they're sitting there and they got to listen to their lyrics about wanting to unalive people and sell illicit substances and pimp and work do shit at the strip clubs, whatever. People put everything on YouTube, and then all of a sudden, the reason why I say infiltrate is how did they magically get all of these videos and stuff that are deleted and play that shit in the courtroom? And the jury's like, oh my God, it's a bunch of black men running around with guns and acting crazy. Are they felons? Oh, what are they going to do? I don't understand the gang culture. People start tripping, right? 140 in the chat. Let's go, OG Beauty. You said somebody called me when the KGB arrived. No, the KGB arrives on scene, vibrant. I'm scared of them. Okay, I'm not scared of American agencies, but if the KGB comes in, I'm gone. Y'all aren't going to hear from me or nothing. You said somebody called me. When they came. This is the law enforcement sector. You know what the funny thing is? Arts and crafts. I heard I think I heard Pizarro, or I heard somebody call it the court sector. Um, which is funny, but some things don't really like catch any momentum because they call Mo3 sector the play runner sector. Like, how is Mo3 sector the play runner sector when all sectors run plays? But anyway, um, nobody see you still. Now, if I see somebody typing, or if see somebody get on a panel and talk about this damn baton, I'm going to be pissed. And the first thing I'm going to ask you is, did you go to my live? You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say, hey, if you got any further questions, go watch the replay. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know exactly what it means. But anyway, now how can it be dangerous? I'm still going to go into that. As I said, I'm going to make this a quick live and y'all can have your afternoon. But anyway, all right. So the way it could be dangerous is because I don't give a damn about what anybody thinks. Okay. I'm not gonna, if somebody's dragging, I'm not gonna call VS and say, hey, I'm gonna drop this baton because you're getting dragged. If I need to talk to Bizarro a certain way, I'll hit the link. I'll have her come over, Lady Nika facilitating the conversation. And I definitely think that my panel is somewhere where you can go that there's a level of panel control. I'm not gonna lie. When people start yelling and shit, do I sit back, take a break, roll up, get a drink? I don't know. Sometimes I don't. What'd you say, Brenda? Brenda, hey, Envy. Brenda, you really don't like me. I'm just gonna tell you, you really don't like me. But welcome to the chat, but you don't like me at all. I believe you typed that I'm creepy, strange, weird, whatever, but hey, you're here. So you like something. VS said the baton is a plate for for the food. It's time to eat. Let me write that down, y'all. Hey, baton is the plate for the food. Okay. Well, there you go, you guys. Look, you guys want me to highlight it for you, and then you guys are gonna say that's cryptic again. The baton is a plate for the food. It's time to eat. Okay. Well, what that means to me, honestly, is why I called it dangerous. Is I wanted you guys to guide me down the road of how y'all know me and why it's dangerous. Because my thing is I've calculated risks a lot of times, right? I hate the YouTube politics because I like to come out here, talk about who I want to talk about, and keep it moving. And I do not have time to go back and forth and beef, but I will be eating. I will definitely be eating because what did I say? I think what did I say yesterday and the day before? I said next time VS goes live, let's get a little bit more information and spin it and twist it and turn it. And then you didn't get the information that y'all wanted, right? Because she said, hey, sit back and wait for something that's going to be good. Something is good. I'm going to be quiet about this situation on purpose. I'm going to be quiet about that situation on purpose. I'm going to be quiet about this situation on purpose. And it is what it is, right? Because I'm not going to be. So the plate, VS, I want to ask you, is it a double serving, single serving? Am I going to have to take a to-go box home? Like, how big is the plate? I just want to know that. And like literally, you don't have to answer another question at all whatsoever about any of this. VS, how big is the plate? Okay. Is it a snack? Is it a cuisine? Is it a 6 course dinner, 7 course dinner? How big is the plate? All right, you said, let's see, laugh my ass off, Pandora. You're probably laughing because I, basically told you that I move how I move, right? And a lot of people do not turn my content, do not turn my content into a baton content. VS said you've been eating twice a day, so it's a lot of food. Okay, perfect. See, there we go. So it's a buffet, y'all. That's dangerous. That's very, very dangerous. You said sharing the wealth just me. Absolutely. And the thing is a lot of people don't. And if you pay attention to the trends, VS made that abundantly clear. When she said divide and conquer, that means to me personally that the beef sector was eating themselves from the inside out and letting other sectors come in and derail the content. That's what I think. Me personally, I go in and out of a sector. I hang out, wave my hand in the air, maybe go talk shit, and I come on home. You know what I mean? And that's it. So oh my God, I got a buffet, y'all. I got a buffet, y'all. And ZX is waiting to go live in about 10 minutes and be like, I told y'all. Yeah, Envy can't stand on his own without VS. Don't you think that is pressure, idiot? Like, don't you think it's pressure, idiot? I've been eating, as VS said, twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Did you see? Did you see what happened yesterday? Explosive shows. You know why? Because like there's literally no bias here. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care if you're Jesus, Mary, Joseph, VS, Pizarro, Lady Dica, whatever. I'm gonna talk about you. But anyway, you've been eating. You said whatever plate is being taken from the others, I suppose. Right. Well, my thing is also is whatever happened to filling up the airwaves together. That's crazy. Like going live over people, blackballing people, doing this, doing that, or whatever. Whatever happened to, hey, here's part of the content, what I can give you right now, which is the 1 o'clock show right here. Let's see what's gonna happen in the streets, which I'm trying to feed. And then 5:15, bring it together, like when we saw Lemon's list. We actually did get some answers out of that. We roll into the evening and then we come back here, right? And it's either going to control narratives or it's going to feed off of each other. But I really think that I have at least a decent ability to pull it together in a controversial fashion. And I'm trying, I put it on my community wall, but then I deleted it. I said something along the lines of, do you guys want me to be controversial or do you guys want me to be raw and uncut? Because if you voted wrong and uncut and then you turned on me because I was tripping, I would have blamed it on you, for voting on the damn poll. But anyway, all right, so let's keep on rolling. Let's see here. Vibrant. Life is a buffet. There we go. There we go. Life is a buffet, and most are starving. Most are starving because, unfortunately, I'm not going to get on my soapbox about black people. Us, we don't know how to pass things along. We don't know how to, raise ourselves up and then pull the next person up. There's a whole lot. Like clear people, there's no questions asked. They walk in the building together. The one clear person says, what do you do? They say, I sell light bulbs. The other clear person says, I build houses. And guess what they both say? Hey, give me your light bulbs to build houses. Guess what we say? Nah, man. I think I got some shit over there or whatever. Let me go ahead and call the electric company so they can put in the light bulbs. The mentality is absolutely ridiculous on how much we step on each other. So you know what? I'm gonna take this and run with it. We're gonna have a good ass time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good time because if content gets boring, listen. I'll make some calls. I don't even necessarily make calls. Just put your name in the fucking title. You guys call me a clout chaser anyway, so let me become what y'all call me. I'm a troll. What's up, Sherry? Welcome into the building. I do appreciate you spending your Wednesday afternoon with me. All right, so Vibrant's gonna be right back. Don't be doing anything crazy out there, Vibrant. So if I put those things out on the table, do you guys think me personally that is dangerous? Because literally people are gonna, oh well, she's taking favor in him, and he's not technically sector and he's a straight man, and I just don't know, his status over in other sectors is pretty good, but how is he gonna be able to report on B sector content if he doesn't know the history? I don't need to know the damn history of Firegate and all the other shit. I don't have to go back to Sean Bradley and all those other people. Sean Bradley already gave us, props and RY and I for doing shows, so I don't have to run around and know what happened back in 1977. Okay, to be able to report on what the hell is going on. Because quite frankly, once people get into those conversations, I let them have it. I respect it. I pay homage to it because sometimes I give you like Mo 3 sector history and y'all get pissed at me. 134 in the chat, appreciate it. You said Vibrant invites you over for dinner and doesn't give you the address, just tells you to find your way. Jesus Christ. Damn, fact. OG Beauty, you guys are talking to each other. So during the live a couple times, as I said, I will put this up. Do not hate on me for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week. Do not look into this any deeper than what I give you. There's going to be a difference here, right? What happens after VS gives a mod stick, for example? Let's just keep it real simple. What happens? There is shortly thereafter, within a day or so, they're doing something that puts them in a very interesting situation, and then they become content. And then people basically say sacrificial lambs. You got to follow. You got to do. You got to answer the phone every time VS calls or whatever. What does this mean for me? Huh? Why me? I don't take orders. As I said, I don't take orders. I don't do shit. If I don't want to, I'll talk about you if I feel like it. There's nobody that's not allowed to be on here because they don't mess with somebody. They don't mess with this person, that person. So, do not wait for a crash shot. It's not going to happen. It's not a setup. It's not a setup. It's just telling y'all, hey, get it together. What did you say? Oh, you're laughing. King, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The queen before you. No. Now am I good at chess and all that other good stuff, strategy of life, marketing and advertising? Absolutely, but it definitely does not make me king at all. So she owns you. See, I knew you guys were gonna say that. See, fact. What do you mean by that directly? Tell me. She owns me. How? Hmm? How? I I didn't. Well, you think I called her and told her to do this? How does she own me? Because I know that's one of the things that are going to be the black eye. Oh yeah, everything that you say and the direction that you move and where you go. If BS is being dragged or whatever, whatever, you're just not going to be there. Listen, as I said, ZX is going to have a live right after this saying that I'm owned and all this working for and all that other bullshit. So bring it out. Let's go. Why? The queen before you asked VS, not us. What are you talking about? VS was just here, and Molly is going to be cryptic, because I don't need a whole lot of explanation for certain things. Like it's cryptic. She said, I've been eating twice a day. It's a plate for food to eat. There it is. If that doesn't explain it to you, I don't know what that. I already asked her. She scroll up. You know what I'm saying? It means you are forever indebted to her. Good luck. I know, I know everybody's going to say that. How? Because somebody, I want to have a discussion. Tell me how. And tell me what I'm indebted to. Like what am I getting? What is being handed to me that I have to pay back? That's number one. And then number two, someone up here says she owns me and I'm indebted. Like, and that's why I put at the end here, this could be dangerous because I don't know if you guys know me very well or whatever, but if you did know me a little bit better, that's impossible. Hate watches really do two things. Hit the like button. Okay. All right, so let's focus on, okay, fact. Let's focus on, oh, okay. But didn't you say like she owns or she controls? I don't remember what you said up here because you kind of jump around. Sometimes you talk about shoes, sometimes you talk about what I'm talking about. I don't know. You said envy. You're completely misunderstanding what I meant. You said what happens the day after she gives you a mod stick. I didn't say she owns you in particular. Okay, so you're saying basically if she shows you a gesture of being locked into on her team, quote unquote, then those people feel like they're owned, right? Because if you got a mod stick at somebody's channel, what do you think? I can't be around when they get talked about. I got to watch what kind of commentary that I do. I can't be controversial against that person and all that. Do you see me in any of those regards? Fact? Do you see me change it at all whatsoever? I'm not coming at you. I'm not coming at you. Me personally, do you see me change it at all whatsoever? At all? You just tell me like, hey, you're gonna be biased. I'm already biased against with the people I already told you I'm biased with. Okay. Ask her, not us. Molly, what? I don't understand. What I'm saying is I asked her. She was in the damn chat. Didn't you see? She said it's a plate. It's a plate of food you've been eating twice a day, Molly. It has more to do about creating the content that's going to keep the machine moving. Like go around those lines. Molly, don't be an asshole this time because I'm actually asking you a damn question. Okay. Nothing envy. I wasn't fact. I know. Help me. Listen, we're playing a game of Clue. Help me decode this because I don't want to get like all crazy and stuff like that. Right? Not yet. Matter of fact, you and RY are two of the few people that I come over and see actually relax for a few minutes. I have no idea you ever had a wrench there. I don't have a wrench there. I know that people are going to. I don't have a wrench there. You know, That's part of you all thinking about it. What is the difference between, hey, I respect you very much, I trust you. BS is huge on trust, huge. So when you give somebody a mod stick, that's basically saying I trust you. But how? I mean, Ghetto was a mod for 24 hours. But then when people get their wrench taken from VS, they start going crazy. I'm like, are you okay? If you weren't comfortable with it, why didn't you hit the link and say no, thank you? You know what I'm saying? You just get all excited. Oh my God, VS. If you felt bad about, like, I knew Ghetto was uncomfortable with it. I know shit. A couple other people were uncomfortable with it. Then we wake up and we see pink slips. That was funny. But anyway, hey Sherry, do not feed into what Molly is typing down there, okay? Because Molly, Jesus Christ, like for a couple days you've been annoying. But it is what it is. Okay, so fact, you said, oh, okay, I'm lost, quite frankly, Envy. If you want my opinion on something specific, I will be glad to share. I want your opinion on what I put on the screen. Okay, imagine you're me. Imagine you're me. You're chilling. You get up, get your energy drink, make yourself something to eat. All the you start your real job, and then you come on this bullshit app. All right. Imagine if you were me and you saw that, and I know that it's a public post. Okay, what I'm asking you specifically? Hey, what's up, Sherry? Yeah, please don't laugh about it, but don't get Molly charged up. Isn't it funny that Molly's on like Molly's fourth account because RNY was zapping yesterday. Zoop, zoop, zoop. And Molly, I think it was like a 24 hour or whatever. So you can come back on your own account. I don't think that you're going to be blocked here ever, even though I can't stand you most of the time. You said, why do you sound mad, Envy? It's just folks' opinion. I'm not mad. Yvonne, the only thing that bothers me at all is because I'm asking pretty direct questions. And the reason why I'm asking direct questions is for the rest of the day, the next day, or whatever, the position it puts me in is, why him? And you know what? Remember when VS said everybody told me he was a monster and stay away? And she's like, I'm gonna give him a chance or whatever. That's a long way. That's a long way, right? And part of the reason why it is because I am definitely more on the villain side of things. Okay, and I think that every other mod that has packed up their toys and went home, after VS put them out, is pussy. I really do. I think those people weren't able to speak for themselves, have a mind of their own. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was VS and I gave anybody some kind of baton or a mod stick or whatever, the last thing I'd want to do is babysit what the hell they're doing. Okay, so you don't have to babysit what I'm doing because I do what I want to do. Right? And it moved the conversation along, please. You're getting hyped and taking things out of context. Calm down. What the hell? Taking things out of context. No, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. Like what I'm saying is there's a huge. I love it. When I saw this post, I was like, "Woo, shit, let's go!" And I do intend on taking it to the next level. If you guys saw my reply, and you can't understand my reply to her, it's not meant to be understood. No, I'm not blocked on that page. Okay, cool. Molly, that's why I said, Little Mama Obama, welcome into the building. Happy afternoon. I know you're in Texas, so it's still afternoon for you. You said, let me know. I will get a few extra from my other account. Don't do that. Don't do that because YouTube actually catches that. You know what I'm saying? And I get dinged for click through rate if you do on a troll account. But don't worry about my likes. It's all good. Like as I said, I got like one of the most filled bushes around YouTube. People hate watch the hell out of me, right? Unless like I create some kind of craziness or whatever, I could sit up here and talk to y'all for a couple hours, or I could create some craziness out of nowhere and engage the people, and more people will type, right? People are numbers chasers. If they see a number over here, they love that person, they're going to drop down. If you don't have the right numbers, they're not. Share, likes, platform clicks. And here's the thing also, right? How many people change when they get the respect, the trust from another person, especially an OG content creator? How many people monitor? I can't go on that platform. I can't be in that chat. Now, what I do is people that do show me respect, the people do show me loyalty, loyalty over royalty. I'm not royalty over loyalty. I'm loyalty over royalty. Okay. But when people do that, I'm not going to be somewhere where they get dragged. I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to be involved in the dragging or whatever. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to hide. And that's what people do. Some people actually get mod sticks because people are like, well, I don't really want you to be fucking with these people that are my aunts, because now your team, whoever gave you the wrench, right? And I usually tell people, take my wrenches because I'm going to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? If I do ever wrench with you, hey, that means that, we're on the same page. Please don't take it, because I'll be calling Rodney for some help with ModGate to try to figure out how we can strategize to get all of our mod wrenches back after they take them after this damn live. Okay? Let's see. Disgraceful. For real, not troll, just backup page. Same name. Envy. No, that's what's up. No, I know. I got you. You're getting hyped up behind something Fact said that was obviously a misunderstanding. No, I'm not really hyped up at all whatsoever. No, I'm basically utilizing that. It doesn't have to do with the com. I'm utilizing it to tell you what's going to happen. It doesn't have anything to do with fact. Fact, I'm good with fact. I'm just saying people are going to say this is like, oh, I work. I work for you. You own me and all this. And as I said, ZX already put that out in the atmosphere, putting that damn t-shirt on, showing that t-shirt. Envy works for me. Listen, if I respect you, I'll say it openly. And I'm known for kissing Lady Nika's ass and Pizarro's ass and VS's ass or whatever. Just because I say I like them doesn't mean I'm kissing the ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm there for you. I rock with you. I've said from the beginning that I love VS and I love Lady Nika and those people. So let's not twist it and turn it and make it something that it isn't. What's up, Victoria Dove? What up, Gip? How you feeling, brother? You're very excited over a post. Um, uh, Excited in a positive way or a negative way? Um, okay, I'll explain it to you like this. Okay, focus on you. I was the type of person that if you get assigned a 10-page paper, I do it on the last day or 2 days ahead because I like pressure. I don't like to sit back and relax and see what's going to happen. I write my paper on the day before because under pressure, I work better. So I'm not excited. I like the pressure. And the pressure is very simple. Can you eat off the content that has been created so that we can spin it, twist it, turn it, and then continue to eat? And didn't you see, like maybe a couple weeks ago, when she was talking about the black sector, she put SK in there. She said, beef sector eat. One. Jay Dunn, beef sector eat. Two. Envy, beef sector eat. Three. She's already told you all along the way, and then people just want a fireworks. They want like, okay, she said this on Monday, so she means that on Tuesday. She said that on Wednesday. She says that on Thursday. You have to put together the pieces of the puzzle. I play chess. My whole image is chess. Okay, so you have to really you're forgetting what how these transitions of sorts happened. Anyway, I just noticed the post. Okay, cool. I put it up there for you. Facts laughing because fact feels like I'm going off. Or the people are behind you saying they're going off. What'd you say? All right, you're good with fact. Great. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Fact and I have always been good. I've only had like one kind of blow up on fact. I don't know exactly what we said back or we were saying back and forth to each other in the chat at Lolo's, but that's the only time that fact and I had a little bit of an issue, right? Manko, you're kind of making it worse. Are you dragging about how a mod stick just accepted gracefully if you receive one? No. I'm here's what I'm saying about mod sticks. You don't have to accept them. That's what I'm saying. Like people take mod sticks so many times and don't ask like what the stipulation was is because a lot of content creators feel a whole lot different about what their mod should do, shouldn't do, and it always becomes a controversy, right, Yvonne? Like, oh, my mod was over there while I was getting talked about. Isn't there stipulations? I don't see too many people that step up and say, hey, if I'm given this responsibility, here's what I would like to do. Okay. It's not a mod stick, it's a baton. And all I'm doing is just setting the table for the fact that this and this and this and this is going to happen. And I'm predicting your hate. What are you supposed to do? What is the rule? I heard BS and I heard somebody else talk about it. What's the rule? Make yourself spill your own tea before somebody else does. Yeah, I do that every day, right? I spill my own tea every single day. I dox myself. I do all that shit before somebody can get ahead of it. Okay. So that's exactly what it means. All right. I will I work better under pressure as well. Absolutely. I love pressure, right? I love Sir King just saying. I know you do, Yvonne. You're like Sir King's biggest fan. You know, you sit up in the VIP box and throw ones down there, you know, during his lives or whatever. What'd you say, dude? G? Let's be honest, people are tired of this corny mess. I'm waiting for the scratching and fighting on the panels. I'm not giving ZX or VS any of my brain cells. No, I understand. And I always say like the scratching was fun as hell for like a few years, but like the scratching didn't turn into monetary gain. If I want to scratch, I definitely, know what panels to go to just to get my shit off for recreation. But scratching every single day, focusing your channel around scratching bullshit, and all that, the math doesn't math. We know that. Right. Sometimes it's good when people drop bags and all that other dumb shit, but it's just not sustainable. Okay. You said that post means your live is up next. It's your turn to give your honest take. All right. All right, Black Girl Scout. That's part of it. That's part of it. But there's a longer game to it. It's not a short game. It's a marathon, not a race. I got to give Polar that credit for that. But it's a marathon, not a race. It's longer than you think. It's not necessarily saying like you're the show that's up next. I promise you. Okay, and we will push the envelope as far as we possibly can with the situation because guess what? We are going to eat. We're going to eat, eat, eat. Okay. All right, let's go. And I will also, before the show is over, I know that people are going to be wondering about the last 2 days of content because of something like this, saying I'm the next show. So that's your honest take. And I will go over some of the issues that came up and whether you think I should cover those issues on my own or that's other people's responsibility to do so. Are you night now? Calm down. No, no, no. Why is everybody telling me to calm down today? Am I loud? Am I like talking crazy? Am I saying some crazy stuff or whatever? Nah, I'm calm. I'm very calm. Very calm. It's just the 1 o'clock show. I just want to see, I'm checking the temperature. I'll be honest with you. Because, as I said at 5:15, I'll give you the actual content after I check your temperature. I'm not going to jump out the window. right now. I got to keep a couple rounds in the magazine, right? Example given, as long as they're not dragging me, I got no problem with where you go. But then somebody might just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Hey, fact, I always tell people wait until you wait. I always tell people wait to see what the commentary is before you type in somebody's chat. I get messed up doing that all the time. I'll like a content creator, I'll type some shit and they're dragging my friend. I'm like, oh my God. Like after that. Like my comment is still available to stare at, and then they start dragging somebody that I fucks with, and I'm like, oh wow. And you try to delete it, but you can still see it on StreamYard and the content creator. More than likely, because it's controversial, is going to highlight the shit, right? Just like when Pizarro and VS blocked each other, I highlighted their comments because it was messy and I wanted them to see what the hell they were saying back and forth to each other. You guys know, like, whatever strategy I can use that turns it into messy, that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is so silly, MVC. You have five. Oh my God. All right, Yvonne. Hey, we'll holler at you, damn it. Y'all are laughing. Y'all think I'm fired up. Unfiltered Muffy, what am I doing? What am I doing? I mean, y'all want me to talk to you like this? You want me to put on my R&B voice, my calm voice, my talking to a woman voice? Like, what am I doing? I might be over dramatizing the situation too. You just really never know. I'm like, as I said, I'm being very upfront and honest that I'm checking y'all's temperature. Okay. Because I'm going to hit every link. And if you love me, if you hate me, whatever, I'm going to be pushed in the envelope. And that's why I said it could be dangerous. That's all. I'm just saying it could be dangerous because I'm not going to, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And I will eat. I will spin, twist, and turn, whatever I feel. But I will stay out of certain things. I will never go into content that I feel. I try to make my friends or the people, not my friends, but the associates on YouTube. I try my best not to make them content as much as possible because once I give you guys the news that's publicly put out there, I leave it alone. I don't know if Diva went over my video. She wanted to see like texting back and forth, but that typically happens because we try to make content around here. Okay, literally just happened to me. I dropped into somebody's chat and they were talking about a couple people I like. Oh yeah, Bernie happens every single day. It's crazy. But see, when you delete your comment in YouTube, you can still see it on StreamYard and they still highlight it. I'm like, damn. Yeah, trust it happens to me all the time, Bernie. As a person who has been in the sector for years, don't look too deep into the post. Have you given your opinion about the unknown repeated asking for money? All right, so let me see. I get thrown off sometimes, so let me asking for money. All right, so you want me to go into that? I definitely will. Cool, no problem. Yes, before I go, Yvonne, I will see you at the next show. Stop it. Go over there. That's why you like SK because he's like, oh, today I played some basketball and, man, listen, when he told that story about playing basketball and getting getting basically accosted or whatever you want to call it, being touched in places he didn't want to be touched in when he was playing basketball. I was like, damn, Yvonne. Hey, I was playing basketball today, and today on the news, Trump is a fucking idiot because our gas prices are $5 and this and that. Yvonne, you're very chill. I know why you like SK, okay? Envy, did you have one of Lemon Summer Edition Red Bulls? I drink Monster, little Mama Obama. I'm not paying that type of money because for Red Bull's marketing budget. Okay, Muffy. What we say? Envy, I will stop the baton pass because it's bothering people. VS, what specifically do you think? What specifically do you think is bothering people about it? Who? Yeah, VS. We know. I'm not just say you, be. We know the first thing it would do was bother people, and the reason why is because I'm just uncut. They don't know what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna do. Um, so no, no, you don't have to stop anything, VS. Could you answer that question for me? Because I'm a little bit confused, thrown off by that. Because my content right now is very direct. The reason why it's very direct is because I am anticipating what people are going to say. I don't think anybody said that they hate it. I think people said that, how do I look at it, basically. Black Girls Code. Oh, and trust me, even if the baton is there, pulled back, whatever, I'm definitely going to keep things fired up. I promise. That's exactly what I was talking about. That Bernie said. Let's see. Good afternoon, MV. Hey, what's up, Mr. Carruthers? I appreciate you. Thank you for continuously or doing the shares. I really do appreciate that more than anything. Not a costed plane. No, I get crazy. I'm like, SK, please don't tell us that. Please don't tell us that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I understand that type of thing could happen, but damn, please leave us out of that. You said loud, crazy, silly. That's what you said. Okay. All right, Yvonne. Yvonne, I'll see you at 5 o'clock or 5:15 or whatever happens, right? Unfiltered Buffy. Okay, easy on SK. I don't have a problem with SK Gemini. I know, like some of the chilled out people, like yourself, Yvonne, and those people. I definitely know that you like SK, and I don't have a problem with SK. I watched the show. I just skip past the intro. That's all of the stock market and all the kinds of wonderful stuff like that, right? Patricia Alexander, what's going on? What is going on, Patricia Alexander? And Bernie, just what I was gonna say, I saw you. Um, as I said, I already told you that the RY being over there, watching you talk about some of your life stories and whatnot, I appreciated that. And I was really, really happy also to see that you and VS were sharing the same space. I know you guys had like a couple things go on in the past, but that was good that you all got to chop it up. I love it. Patricia Alexander. Oh, you're talking to Patricia Alexander. My bad. Good afternoon. Okay, so you guys asked me, what do I think about the money being passed around, the money being thrown around? All right, Yvonne, I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day. OG Beauty, thank you for keeping. I'm joking. Okay. Okay, no, that's cool. All right, so you guys want to know what I think about like the money transfers, the money back and forth? They think it's a scheme. So what? So what? Listen, VS, I'm gonna ask you, okay? I'm gonna ask you publicly. Just leave it be. Leave the post up there. Leave it be. You can put your feet up. You can chill. Just keep your remote dialed on that says Manco Television. So, absolutely not. It's no scheme. There is no scheme with me because I tell everybody what I'm going to do to you. If I'm going to troll you, if I'm going to run over you, if I'm going to do whatever. What's up, Pazar? I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Good seeing you on a regular basis. When you hit my platform the other day, I really afterwards I was like, oh, I was kicking myself in the ass, Pizarro, because one thing I wanted to ask you genuinely is, are you okay? All right. I really did. And as I said, I was kicking myself in the ass, Bizarro, afterwards because I was like, damn. Like, I like seeing you on my panel and I was just kind of chilling, thinking about nine different things, but just know I wanted to ask if you were okay. All right. So you said or a play. VS, listen, who cares? There you you can't stop what people think. You know damn well you can't change a made up mind on this damn app. Yes. So you know what? Hey, a play, a scheme, a scandal, a whatever. Isn't that how we eat? Isn't doesn't that make it better? You pick the person that they love to hate me. You know what I mean? So who cares? They're gonna think that anyway. If I hit your link and talk to you for 5 minutes, it's gonna be a play, a scheme, a scam, whatever. It's already out in the atmosphere, so just leave it be. You know what I'm saying? I will kick my feet like a damn child that's throwing a temper tantrum if you take that post down. Okay, leave it there. Let's just rock. So if you think it's a play, fuck off. It's very simple. Speaking of money, feel free to tip the host. Oh, thank you very much, little Mama Obama. I'm okay, Andy. Thanks for asking. I am very happy to hear that, Pizarro. I never want to hear your voice, your energy, your zest for life or whatever crash down the way I had to hear it the other day. Okay, because that puts me in like protective mode. And not against like anybody on YouTube or anything like that. More in a, I hope for the best because we need that person to, exist in a way. Molly, Molly M3. That means that means two of Molly's accounts got taken, or not got. Right. Hold on. Let me look at something real quick here. Let me look at something. Let me check something on YouTube real quick before I say something else. Hold up. Okay. All right. Mm, Let me see something real quick before thank you. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. VS did not take it down. Perfect. Leave that right there because honestly, you deserve to put your feet up for a few days, and you deserve to see how brutal I can be. Okay, and it's not to put on a show or anything like that or to impress anybody because that's not me. Would you say vibrant? I don't think you realize what interview for. Oh Jesus, Molly M3. Yeah, I laughed at that earlier. Molly, type your bullshit. Like if this little green account right here is this like nice Molly or something else because I know damn well somewhere in the chat down the road today you're gonna type some shit about this live. I already know. And it's gonna be ridiculous, right? Also oh Pizarro, are you going live at like I assume around three something? Let me know. If you're going live around three something, 3:30, whatever you got going on, because we'll definitely make sure the it's the next stop. Wherever content is contenting, part of my program of doing the 1 o'clock and the 5 o'clock is I do my best to just kind of pass it on over so that we can I want to have more exciting nights. Yesterday was great. I mean, just that drama and entertainment and fire emojis and all the other stuff. I'll tell you, it pumped me up as well. Okay, you said no, no, no live today. I'm at work. Oh, okay, all right. Well, shout out to work. I know that you did land employment, so shout out to you, Pizarro, for doing that. But okay. I was just asking because typically that's where we're at in the afternoon. You said pizza working overtime today. What must be? I mean, hey, hey, get it in, right? I'm probably going to take off for a while. Oh, so much hate over here has drained the sector. Whew. Um. Wow. That's loaded. That's loaded right there. Now, let me ask you this directly, Pizarro. What is the one thing that has been the most burden? Because I'm going to tell you this, Pizarro. About 90% of us said that this isn't fun anymore. VS said it. I said it. I believe Lady Nika said it. Lemon said it. You said it. Like, is that starting to be like a thing? Because you got to watch yourself because you might get struck. You got to watch yourself because you might be called a scammer. You got to watch yourself because you might. It's like my commentary has to be adjusted around very, very strict YouTube guidelines, but it's supposed to be the beef sector, and everybody wants people to be nice. Is that what it has to do with? Okay, all right. Listen. As I said, VS. All right, kick your feet up. Okay, and I'm saying on your remote control that you pick up to go through YouTube or whatever. Put Manco Television on speed dial. All right, just because. Because if anybody says, whatever dumbass shit y'all say, I'm gonna get more. Like it's just gonna be what it is. If I got to be disrespectful, I'll be disrespectful. If I got to be nice, I'll be nice. But I will create content. So as I said, VS, put a button on your goddamn remote, put a piece of tape over it or whatever, put Manco television because yeah, the baton is passed. Don't take it down. We're gonna have a good time. And as I said, everybody will think it's a play, a scheme, a scam, but who gives a shit? Pizza, that's what she wants, so she can get all the monetary support. I assume, see, and hey, listen, I highlight comments. I like constructive criticism. I like bullshit. I'm definitely messy as hell, but in a calm way. Piece of that, what she wants, she can take over the monetary support. But VS did say that she's taking some days off, so it's kind of a wash in the middle of that situation. So black rep. Okay, so you said like the fun has been ruined. No. The thing is, the reason why I say the fun has not been ruined by VS is because there's two reasons. Number one, we all pick our sectors. It's the B sector, right? And what are y'all scared of? I've always asked that. Like, what? Not just her, just anybody. Pizarro, Lady Nika, Bree, Lemon, me, whoever. What are you guys so scared of? The only way that you can make something not fun and start adjusting it and make yourself miserable is because of your own thoughts, actions, and decisions. Okay? So I'm not coming at you. I know I'm fired up today. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm fired up today, but just don't take it as disrespect or whatever. But Pizarro, I know you're at work. If you have a chance, I want to know what is the number one thing that makes you feel like that. You said so much hate over here has drained the sector. So drain the sector also means that the content is garbage, right? So we got Pizarro and VS taking a few days off. I'm gonna have a good time. Anyway, trying let's make fun of that. Okay. Tommy ain't got no job. You talking about Tommy and Castro? I don't know exactly where that came in. Are you in the right chat, DG? Not that DG, but this DG. Because DG's down there in the bottom. Not in the comments. Relax. Not trying to be rude, but it's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? You think CT? Let's get that predicted. CT. What's gonna happen exactly? The other day, VS paid you a compliment, saying you give your opinion on everything, regardless of who it is. But for some reason, you haven't done it for pizza scandal. Why? Yes, I have. I absolutely did. Like, I don't know if you missed the live or whatever the case may be, but I 100% definitely did give that. We talked about cash app limits. We talked about what an emergency is and do you believe it? We talked about Lady Nika standing behind it. Didn't you hear the commentary yesterday when VS was talking to Lady Nika, basically saying, you gave out your own personal information. That's not how we used to rock in the beef sector and things like that. Like all the controversy was out like in the open. But like when it comes to like finances and all that. Once people start calling things scams and schemes and all that other stuff, I start kind of getting away from that because I'm not a snitch. I'm not a nothing like that. But I have. But what do you want me to say? Okay, let me say, I'll say something directly to this comment just to give you a little bit more juice. All right. I'll put a little juice on the damn chicken. Let's go. So, regardless of who it is, okay, but for some reason you haven't done it for Pizza's scandal. Um, do you think it's a scandal? And my thing is how crazy can you be when somebody says that they have a family emergency? If I scrutinize a family emergency, you know what's going to happen? Karma. When I have a family emergency, guess what's gonna? It's gonna be the boy that cried wolf. It's going to be like, oh, you supported pizza through, her scandal or whatever and didn't say anything. But when you have a scandal, it's going to be crazy. It's not a scandal. But ask me a question, Black Girls Code, directly, and I will answer directly. I promise you. Let's see. The reason I'm fun anymore. I unfortunately I highlight all comments, but let's go. She can't punch me in the back of the head. The target's always watching. All right. Yes, the sector. Let's see. Now, I will say, like the sectors coming in, black rep. I did get scrutinized also for doing some of the networking. I've asked on my community wall, do you guys want me to bring the prison sector in? Do you guys want me to bring Manosphere? Do you guys want me to bring in anybody music sector, anything I'm wrapped up in? And unfortunately, like people don't want to go outside of the realm. So be keeping it beef sector content, that's fine. And if you remember, you have to follow as I'm giving my commentary, you have to follow these steps, you know, the divide and conquer. What did DS say about divide and conquer? That means letting other sectors in to divide and conquer what the beef sector has built. Okay, you just have to follow, the steps. Let's see. CC's like the glitter. That's ruin the fun. Jesus Christ. When VAs came after others, okay, got it. L handling. The begging trade in the sector. Now I will say this. Now, if there's too much money going around or whatever the case may be in any sector, anybody at all whatsoever, what subscribers stop doing is they feel like they're more at risk for donating because something might come out. Subscribers don't want to be content. You know what I'm saying? Especially donors. Now, one of the things, and I got to mention it, let's think back of what started it. Let's think back of what started it. Remember when Shaquem put up Femme Noir's Noir? I'm not good at French and shit, but remember when or Jesus, remember when he put up that donation, the $100 donation, that turned the table. I don't care what anybody says. They can talk about this scandal or that scandal or whatever. But I think that turned the tide, or I think that's the first thing that turned the tide. Envy stop, interrogate the fight, and then call the police and them and threaten. What did I do? Envy stop. Oh, okay. All right. Fact, no, I answered. Okay. Molly, I don't know where you answer what you're answering for. Pizza keep going live. Most of these sectors, because they'll probably say it. Envy, no disrespect. What did you say? So everybody is taking a few days off. Heck, I guess I will too. Going back to sleep for another 15 minutes. Welcome in, everybody. I'm not taking any days off. The sector always had hate in it. Okay, yeah, of course. Sector always has hate in it. Hate it's usually because of jealousy. And my thing is stop telling everybody every goddamn thing. Like you tell people about your lives, and then you get pissed off when people throw it back in your face. When things seem a little unrealistic, when imaginary boyfriends or girlfriends or kids or whatever comes into the picture, and you only get one chance to lose your credibility on this bitch. If you do something ridiculous, guess what your followers are going to think? Why am I watching this person? Because that person's probably lying. You get one time to keep your identity and your character on here. And speaking as a man, I only have two things. I only have my word and my reputation. Okay. And I'm sorry, I said I was going to get better with the comments, moving a little bit faster, so I'm not behind. Sorry. Look at all the trolls coming out. The trolls are most definitely out. Okay. But you know what? It's okay. Trolls are trolls, and VS stand. I'm one of the people that's going to also, if you use words, I'm definitely going to present them back to you with a response, or to see how you feel. But you most definitely said that trolls are avatars and they are strangers that you don't necessarily have to worry about what they say or how they move or what they do. Right? We do see the trolls, but let's stick with that. like when you said like trolls or imaginary people that do what they do, and why are people so worried about them? So let's stay the course on that, okay? But I absolutely see that. What's up, drunk meek? How you doing? And as I said, I highlight comments like this, like whether it's horrible, whether it's great, whatever. What'd you say? Uh, VS Happy Wednesday. Wins, wins. I loved it when people were mocking Room Shaker the other day. Yeah, my man's and whatever. You know what I say when I do Pizarro? Yeah, I get all this money from the mans, from these mans. I get all the money from these mans. Let's go. But everybody has their little thing or whatever. I'm not. I don't talk perfect by any means. When I come out here, I sound a little bit more professional because I'm in the middle of my damn work day. All right. And VS, just so you know, there's going to be 100,000 more trolls out here based on that community wall. And as I said, don't touch that motherfucker, okay? And it is what it is. And me saying that, it feeds more into the, oh, he's so excited to be mentioned. Shut the fuck up. I'm excited because of the pressure and the damn and the content. Because now I got to be a CC and a reporter. Because now we got Pizarro and VS taking a break. So you know what? Let's make that. Let's decide how long their break's going to be based on the bullshit that we talk about, right? Let's do a Litman's test. Jane, yeah, no job. RY, yeah, absolutely. VS, yeah, RY, VS, RY, B, the whole B sector. We're locked in. Hey, and if you're not B sector, fuck off. How you gonna go to Lady Nika and complain about her homegirl support? Where they do that at? Very interesting comment. Let's see here. Are her accusations about human trafficking? Now, listen. I'm going to highlight this. And her accusations about human trafficking is insane. She tries to create narratives just like glitter. My thing is okay. If somebody's trying to create a narrative, they make shit up. They out of the sky. They're like, oh yeah, human trafficking or whatever. But the way that VS did present it was based on just fact. Did you hear her reading? Okay. So you don't necessarily read when you're trying to create a narrative because all she did was literally read the definition of what that is. And then she took that definition and she made examples of situations that fit that definition. That's not creating a narrative. Unfortunately, it's pointing out what's in front of our face, kind of like I do. And there we go. You guys are going to say I'm kissing VS's ass for doing that. But guess what? By the end of the show, I might say some that she did some crazy shit wrong. But I have to point out the fact that if you're reading something to somebody, you're not necessarily creating the narrative. Because guess what? The examples that she gave with the human trafficking and things like that, people created that action on their own. Like if you didn't create something that looked like human trafficking, then VS would have nothing to report on. So if you don't want something said about you, don't put it out in the atmosphere. Okay? It's very simple. You said so it's not the money that drained the sector. Child, please. Gotcha. Okay. How do you feel about avatars who are unknown, repeatedly asking for money? Envy. Um, I feel two different ways about it. Black Girls Code. Um, I feel that support should come organically. Okay. So am I gonna sit here and say, send me a cash app? I have a goal for, 10 cash apps a day, or I'm gonna yeah, I mean shit. I'm gonna be up front like Jay Wilson was about his shit. He had a talent show. Well, he didn't have a pot for that one, but he had something else, a trip. I don't know what the hell it was, but he told y'all I'm taking 50% off the top. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I think that it does hurt everybody when somebody does beg, when somebody does have the money flowing around, and they are reaching out into the sky to get every dollar. Because guess what? By the time you get over here, let's say I beg, you're just going to put me in the bucket that I beg only when I'm requesting. I also feel that a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So that's me going right down the middle with it for you. Okay. Let's see here. Who else? The money's been going on for like 2 years, right? Pandora. Listen, in the Mo3 sector, the drop bags. The reason why Mo3 sector had to make it $50, $50 down, 100 back up, is because of that. Oh, I got dropped for 20. I got dropped for 30. I got dropped for 10. I want my money back. I mean, it's shit. When we were dropping people like crazy like that, we got more Cash App requests and refund requests and all the other shit. And we're like, man, we had to come up with a saying, say my Cash App only takes withdrawals. Um, or it only takes deposits, no withdrawals. But yeah, we need to leave the money alone. Glitter and ZX are going for divide and conquer. Glitter and ZX are the same person. And there is no, if you're talking about VS, nah, he's not working with ZX doing shit. But anyway, VS is like, this money was wild. It can drop down game is crazy. Trying to well, my fake truth. There's one thing that nobody can do. You can't do content about something that I want to do, right? I don't give a damn if somebody talks about my drop game, the way I talk, how I treat people, none of that. I mean, listen, if somebody gives commentary, as I read that, about the drop game, and you are a part of the drop game and you want to hold that on your panel, why let somebody else change what you do on your panel? Like, I wish somebody would put out some content about me, about a drop game or anything like that, and then I stop it. That's stupid. Because guess what? The conspiracy behind that is going to be like, oh, well, somebody said don't play the drop game because now they get all the money going towards their way. Listen, when it has to do with begging and money and all the other shit, I'll be quite honest with you. I used to get a shit ton of donations. I used to be chilling, like, okay, I still got my five, supporters or whatever, but a shit ton of money. But I will tell you, once these scams and schemes, not scams, alleged scams, schemes, begging, all this other stuff, fake this and fake that or whatever, it has significantly taken it's consistently definitely taken a plunge. I will tell you that, which F you for messing that up. Anybody that messed that up. I hope so. 3 year break. It's the trolls. It's the trolls that make the sectors move and shake because the trolls have more power than the CCs themselves. The trolls have a lot of power. The trolls have more power than you think. 2 days for me. Okay, so we got. Let's write that down, y'all. All right, let's write down Friday. Friday VS. Cool. But I do have to say, VS, you did say in one of your lives that you gave us 5%. You said that you gave us 5% of the content that you're going to be rolling out. So I assume that means that you got 95% in the bag. So we will be looking forward to that. And me, just so that you know, VS, during that time when you're gone, I'm going to be anticipating what your content is. I will be speculating. I will probably be right about some shit. I'll probably be wrong about some shit, but I will definitely speculate because you said to us that you've only given us 5% of what you've been basically spending your time doing because you said you're busy behind the scenes, but you guys will know. So we need like another 10% as soon as possible because trickling in 5%, my goodness, we're starving. Because guess what? I'll have to make up some shit. Or not make up some shit, but like spend some shit in a way to make it controversial. And just guess what the hell you're gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. That's what I do. Traffic is defined as sectors that what's happening in the B sector is not like human trafficking. I mean, everybody has their opinion. My thing is bag drops and all the other shit is not human trafficking. That's just me. It's not. But by definition, no. You just gave a part of the definition. But if you really dig into the definition, technically you can call certain things trafficking. But me, I'm never going to be worried about somebody telling me that a drop game is trafficking. I mean that if you're concerned about that, then stop doing the drop game. If you aren't concerned about it, continue. Like a lot of people always talk about what happens to people when they change their platform. Just don't change. I'm not going to change for anybody. Nobody. That RY even goes to her channel and says I'm lying. Or not lying, but I admitted that I was wrong and stuff like that. Even RY can give you my the slow drags about me. You know what I mean? Because she knows I'm not changing. Andy, I can't believe you just co-signed buying someone down off a panel to. I didn't co-sign that. No, I didn't co-sign that. I just said I'm behind in the comments. Sorry, but no. Listen, if I co-signed it, then I wouldn't do it. Listen. You could, I take bags. Okay, so if it's human trafficking, then I guess I'm going to prison because I take bags. All right. A man was sold for $500. See, that's what I'm saying. Like VS was using the actual definition. My thing is, I can't sit here and argue against something that's written down in a book defining a certain activity that's related to something that VS wanted to point out or anybody else in the world. Okay. Me personally, I take bags. So if it's trafficking or whatever somebody thinks it is, well, I'm guilty. Okay. Just throw me in the beef sector jail or the Mo 3 sector jail. We're right across. We're right across the hall. Okay. Let's see here. That person was brought down to silence them, not to purchase them. Right. Okay. You say envy, you agreeing to that when you know it's false. Got you looking real crazy out here. What am I agreeing to? What am I agreeing to? Envy is staying cool with everybody worth bullshitting your supporters. Wait. Envy is staying cool with everybody worth bullshitting your supporters. Uh, I'm I'm trying to figure that out. Because I talk about everybody. Like everybody's equal out here to me. Can you tell me more specifically what you're talking about so I can answer you directly? I see both sides. Ironically, I see the close. Right. I see both sides. Ironically, I see the closed mouths don't get fed, and I see the ghosts don't get paid arguments. That is correct. Nobody does content talk about what others beg, earn money back. Okay, right. So T Black, what kind of content are you looking for? I'm asking for a reason. All right. Please type if I'm slow in the chat or whatever. Please tell me what would be your favorite content. All right, pick anybody. You can even say, "Hey, and the XYZ is going to be your favorite content." I'm asking you for a reason. Okay, I promise. Let's see. And you get it. You're Switzerland at the moment. Nothing you can say will change the fact that she is just a glitter. All right. People are using this scarce legal term, drop game. I get it. Only one exposed, but here's the thing. Let me also explain. Um, Only one exposed. Do you think that some content creators put stuff out in the atmosphere to create controversy that becomes talking points, that becomes content that they can come back and then respond and say, "Oh, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I say stuff. Sometimes I put stuff out here to make y'all talk about it, and then I come back and laugh about it, and then say, "Damn, you guys wasted a bunch of time trying to figure out whether I was saying what I was saying is true or false." But all you were doing the whole time was hating. But I get it. I wouldn't put that strong statement on taking bag drops, me personally, because I'm going to take them. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm guilty of the definition, as I said, I'll see y'all in jail. Human trafficking is when a person is being forced into or so into fake trafficking about their will against their will. It's a person being brought down off a platform, not sold. The women just bike many things up. Gotcha. As I said, all gas, no brakes. Listen, I'm I already said, listen, if it's human trafficking or whatever the case may be, I would have been caught for it 8, 9 years ago. I've been taking bags since the beginning of when my channel was started. You know what I'm saying? And then it just escalated over in the sector. All right. Zorro bragged about being on welfare, yet the constantly uses research or somebody says a personal ATM and refuses to monetize her channel. Why is her responsibility a subscriber's burden? I the thing is what I will say to this, what I will say to this as a response to you, okay? Um, Based on that, where let me Black Girls Code, where are you? Here you go. Okay, so do I get irritated about some of those things that you just wrote? Yes. Yes, I do. I wish Pizarro would have a monetized channel, right? But Pizarro says that Pizarro does not want to adhere to, YouTube controlling her freedom of speech, what she wants to do. She wants to play her music. She wants to do her thing. I know that everybody thinks that's an excuse because she doesn't want to give her personal information, whatever the case may be. I wish Pizarro would take the steps to make YouTube work better for her. I really do. But at the same time, I do have to go back to a closed mouth doesn't get fed. You can ask somebody something, and the worst they could say is no, right? And just like I said yesterday, nobody can dive through my phone or dive through my computer screen or whatever and go to my cash app, put the number in, send it, press pay, so I wouldn't let people tell me how to spend my money if I'm going to the mall, and I'm never going to let anybody tell me how to spend my money online. Nor am I ever. I've asked people for, can I hold a couple dollars? You know what I mean? Just because in reality and on the internet, cross paths a lot of times. The drop game is weak. People can't handle words, so they pay to have people drop. Okay, well, hey, pay up. Anybody want to come up here and get dropped? Then I'll human traffic. I'll do some other shit. Come up here. I'll drop you for $1. All right. I think everyone should just put closed for business signs and go enjoy summer. That's not going to happen, Pandora. It's not even going to happen with me, with the exception of Glitter, because he shouldn't be on anyone's panel. Well, see, now you're giving an exception after you said that it shouldn't be done ever. Hmm. Interesting. Let's see. Glitter needs IP ban. She said you've to stop trying to make it seem like it's just trafficking. She specifically said human trafficking. Uh, let's see. What the man sold is what bought him down. Bought. Okay, hold on. What was the man sold to? Who bought him down? He was bought down off a platform because someone paid the platform owner to drop him down. I want to know who bought him. They're probably talking about. I mean, it's an open and shut case. Then I guess because we already know who bought him down. So those two people don't seem to be very pressed by the matter. One of them actually came into the chat, but she's working right now. So I don't think that the people that actually were participating in it feel pressed by the matter, but it definitely keeps the ball rolling because guess what? The person that accepted it is the person that accepted it. But unfortunately, there were a couple things that happened. I'm not going to tell you what it was. If you saw it, you saw it. There was a lot of proving of there was a lot of proving with receipts. There was a lot of scrambling and gambling, right? The easiest way to stop people from attacking you based on your character is to know when you're right and you're wrong and don't over explain. I will never in my life go to my community wall and post this and do that and shoot this around and shoot that around. Now, will I pull out receipts if you say something crazy about me? That's more heinous. It has to do with like taking advantage of women, anything with children, anything for the elderly, anything for the deceased, or some kind of heinous crime. And I have to like protect myself in my own character, absolutely. But I'm not going to over explain. You're either going to believe me or you're not. I'll show you a few receipts and we'll keep it moving. Because I'll sit here and tell you every day I'm lying about this. I'm setting you up. I'm about to run a play. I'm about to troll you. You guys know I tell you what I'm going to do before I do it. You're jealous. Someone bought down. To be silent sounds even worse. To silence someone can mean ally of bad things. VS, one thing that I can say is that the individual that was bought down has his own platform. Okay. So some people could say silenced. I wouldn't say that anybody's silenced in here because every single person on this, like in this chat, has a YouTube channel whether they've never gone live in their life or if they've gone live for 100 years. They have a YouTube channel. So I'm not gonna go with the silence thing. I'm not. Mm-mm. No one's silenced out here. Just press go live. Okay. You don't need StreamYard. You don't need none of that shit. Go on YouTube, press go live, and talk, and then you're not silenced. Okay. I call it right down the middle. All right. You guys know that. Call it right down the damn middle. I do appreciate the support as well. Thank you, OG Beauty, for always reminding the people that we appreciate them. And what was the response? Where the hell am I? Envy, do you think a person with a disability is being taken advantage of by taking their money? I don't think a disability has anything. Well, I listen. VS, the person that you're talking about with a disability is a PhD. So it's kind of like we could say that somebody has a disability, but they have the ability to earn a PhD. So that leads me to believe that that person is smart enough to make her own decisions. That's my direct answer to the question. I think that person wants someone to go to jail like she did. Gotcha. Let's see here. None of the crap is content. Wait, none of this crap is content. It's dramatic and pathetic. People trying to take channels because they can't handle words. If you try to take my channel, I'll be pissed. Honestly, set your channel up so it can't be taken because there we go again with me getting hard on us black people. Tell somebody how to create an LLC and insure it and make your YouTube channel a DBA under your state with a treasury. Make sure you have a representative. Go to somebody that can help you not have to deal with that bullshit. Because if you actually have all of your shit in order under your channel, they have to go directly through YouTube legal. They can't just flag shit and it happens. Okay. But I still want you to tell me, I asked you, T Black, no disrespect, but you were saying something about there's no content. And I said, please tell me what you think content would be. And I told you I'm asking for a specific reason, T Black. I believe this trafficking narrative is to poke at Prime. Known beef and its way to pick while appearing concerned about trafficking. That none yet. I was saying, like, someone can either believe what they're saying and put some sauce on it, because guess what? If we sat up here and said, "Hey, the drop game is looking a little suspicious over there," that wouldn't be entertaining, right? But hey, the drop game is looking like human trafficking. What do you guys pay attention to? It's more dramatic, right? And do you guys know whether she feels that way or not? Do you think that? Do you know if she thinks that's the truth, or creating content or whatever the case may be? Because about I've seen maybe a dozen chats about human trafficking and whatnot. So is it now a talking point? Yep. Is it going to roll downhill and become content? Absolutely. Is that going to put quote on VS quote unquote in more of the villain category or whatever it is? Sure. When somebody's stepping away for 2 days and puts shit out there to see what y'all are gonna say, who the trolls are, who's hating, who's buying into shit, who deals with each other, who agrees just for absolutely no reason or what. Absolutely. Nobody's gonna leave for 2 days without giving you a cliffhanger, right? Binary is perfect example of playing putting out binary is a perfect example of playfully putting out a question or narrative in order to get a response. The creator drive content, but it never is malicious. No threats of doxing involved. Me personally, that's all I do. I literally take information that happens during the day, as I said, and I do definitely try to throw alley oops of content. I really do because I want to be here. You guys have accepted, you guys come and support me. Beef Sector supports me. I love y'all. I'm not leaving for some time. I thought I was leaving y'all in a few weeks or so, like when I first started, but I love it. I'm staying. And yes, I like to put commentary out there. And binary most definitely does not strike channels and things like that. Me personally, one of my policies is I will beef with you. Like other shit will happen, but I'm not going to take your channel. Now you might be outside with 2 bags full of clothes with an eviction notice on your door, but I'm not going to take your channel. Just take your laptop with you and go live somewhere else. And what I mean by that is it's all fake. Okay. People are like, why would you get somebody evicted? I don't get somebody evicted. I have a fake freaking eviction paper put on somebody's door so that their neighbors, so that they get embarrassed by their neighbors thinking that it's a real thing. They scramble and gamble and waste a lot of time, and all I did was trolling them. Okay. All right. It seems like ever since Lemon did the drop thing, changed folks, change. Okay. Jennifer, let me attach that to something. Okay. Look a little bit deeper into the drop game. All right. Remember what VS was saying that like the B sector was taken from the inside or divide and conquer. The drop game is much more serious than taking money. Okay. I'm just going to tell you that. And I will say to you, it's because something that Ken said the other day. What did Ken say when he goes over to Lemons? It feels like it's a black sector channel. So it's not about the money, okay? In my opinion, it has to do with the drop game. Mo 3 sector invented. When the Mo 3 sector came over, there was a lot of dropping back. And don't get me wrong, I was encouraging it too. I'm typing in the chat when you want to stop people from screaming and talking over your commercials or whatever. You got two options. This is a Mo 3 sector panel. You either drop in the back or take bags. So I guess I'm part of the problem. But yeah. Anyway, Lay's binary is a true troll. All right, so I'm still waiting for you to tell me what good content would be, T Black. I'm wondering how folks sleep at night. I sleep good at night most of the time. You said they said MGO got doxxed and exposed, but she was a big giver. They did say that, VS. They did say that, VS. That's why when MGO was here, I asked MGO, I said, did you join the panel with your real name? Like we could change our names on here, like from Envy to whatever. I was very surprised. After a whole lot of curd and a lot of moving parts or whatever, I thought the MGO joined the panel with her first, middle, and last name because she felt like her first, middle, and last name was already put out there. So I think that she was doing it, or I thought that she was doing it to be like, I don't care. Like, okay, I heard my name got put out there or whatever. So here's my name. I don't give a shit. But she actually said on here, she actually just said that she wasn't aware of that situation until it was told to her. And unfortunately, she was in a different sector and she forgot to change her name, back to which debunks anything that was on a community wall or whatever because she chose to come in with her own name, unfortunately, because she was in a different sector as well. But I know what you're talking about, trust me. Some subbies prefer to support that way. They will drop in the chat and ask how much to drop someone. Yes, they sure will. T Black. Not everyone wants to be a T Black, I'm still waiting for you to tell me what kind of content would you like to see. I'm asking you for a specific reason, bro. Personally, I would be leery of giving a troll who told us she's a liar and a gambler any money without proof of the emergency. I need the money. Y'all need to provide proof of the hardship. Black Girl Code, a lot of people say that, right? Because I see a lot of content creators that say, you know what, I'm going out to a bar. I want to get some mimosas. I want to treat myself. And then they show that they're actually, spending the money on that, or they say, hey, I want to do a cooking challenge. I want this, this, and this. Then they show us the receipt that they bought that. Vic Damone is a notorious person that shows us the car that his people buy him, the two cars that he tells us about, every month or so that the black sector bought him. But most people do want receipts. Okay, most people do. All right. Me personally, I do. If you tell me you want a rack of ribs, it would be really nice to see that you bought a rack of ribs, but that's just me. Let's ask your grandpa to do his own channel and whine and complain about not getting his way. Maybe he'll find his tribe that way. All right. But guess what? I cannot wait till this content is spun, turned, whatever. Because when I come back at 5:15, boy, listen, y'all got like 3 hours to make this a bad thing. Okay. And I'll answer, I don't give a damn. Adults with autism can make choices, spend money, suggest actions, and advocate for themselves. Only one exposed TV. You are 100% correct. And that's what I was pointing towards. Because aren't autistic people typically smarter? Like, um, and I'm talking autistic. Like people take like folks with mental disabilities, they put them all in one bucket. There is no such thing as all one bucket. It's just like us who haven't been diagnosed with a mental disability. I don't want to be put in the bucket with everybody else's opinions and thoughts or whatever. But autism is in a different bucket than people usually start pointing toward the R word. Okay, a disability or a something that slows things down or whatever doesn't necessarily mean debilitated. Okay, there's a difference between a disability and being debilitated. Lemon has a disability that flake and wall is a monthly check. That flake. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought we were done. I thought we saw that last rendition of the walk. When somebody else put it up when they were trolling, rage baiting. You threatened to call. Content is okay. Content is talking about a specific. I know what content is. T Black. Content is talking about specific subjects and having a discussion about it, such as current events, entertainment, sports, art. Not rehashing what others said about what others said. Well, the thing is, though, you just said current events, entertainment, sports, art, and you said not rehashing what others said about what others said. That's exactly what you're doing in entertainment and sports. Like commentators definitely give you their other thoughts and opinions about what others said. They said, "Hey, this coach called this play. We think that what that coach called was bullshit." Right? In sports commentating. But I asked you I asked you that question specifically because I wanted you to tell me. So I want to ask you respectfully: why aren't you at an entertainment, a sports, an art, etc. channel? Like you can't complain about the content we're putting out. I don't mean to be disrespectful. That's just how I talk. Because that's why I asked you specifically. So if you like the effery, this is effery. This is bullshit. You're probably not going to get much out of this. Maybe some mild entertainment. You might be nosy. You might like the drama. You might want to see who the players are. You might want to see when VS and Pizarro take a couple days off, whatever. But this is not friendly. This is not the happy place. I'm telling you. This ain't sports. This ain't art. This ain't none of that. This is bullshit. Okay? That's easy money getting bought down. Yes, it is definitely easy money, aka from NYC. So yeah, I've been in the clouds. So the drop game is human trafficking. I don't think so. I don't. But if you read the definition and then put that definition toward what you're explaining, I can't refute a definition. You know, so technically, very technically, the way that it was explained, I heard it. And then me personally, I don't have to believe, I don't have to worry about the technicalities, what quote unquote human trafficking could be. But me buying down on the internet, me personally, uh, I already told you I'm going to keep doing it. And that should already tell you where I stand with whether it's human trafficking or not. Especially I'm weak on that. You say you don't have to tell everybody what you do because the next time you do it, it won't seem real. No, it is real. It is real because I tell you what I'm going to do first, right? And then people don't believe it. He's not going to troll me like that. Oh my God, he's not going to do. Yes, I am. Is you? That's no different than human trafficking is taken against your will is a serious problem. What'd you say? Buying somebody down is not human trafficking. That's no. That's two different things. Human trafficking is you taken against your will is a serious problem. Right. I don't think people my thing is like some people go to channels and they're like, I don't want to be here. I don't like this. I don't like that. And I'm like, I never or no. Let me take this back. Okay, let's go to panel. Let's say there's four people on a panel, and one person is like, I don't really like the subject matter. I don't like what you guys are saying about me. I feel like I'm being bullied, harassed. Press the freaking leave studio button. Leave. Say it's like one button. It's down here. It's the last one. It's red. If you've been on a goddamn panel, you know you can leave. Leave. Go do something else. Read a book. Watch a happy movie. Watch a sitcom. Do something else. No one should ever feel like you're stuck on this damn internet. Log off. We're not stuck. It's literally not like you guys, some of you all act like you got to go, you're at my house, you got to come up, you got to say goodbye to everybody. Okay, hey, I'll see you later. Make up an excuse, tell the homeowner, oh my gosh, I got to drive home and I live 45 minutes from your house. No, it's so easy to leave. It's so easy to leave. Why is it a problem on how Lemon runs his channel? He not the only one that do the pay to drop down. Here's my thing, AK. I don't think Lemon gives a shit, which is fine. I don't give a shit. So I don't think there's me personally, I don't think there's a problem. I'm gonna stand on what I say. I'm dropping people, okay? But the thing, I don't think that Lemon cares. Out of VS's own mouth, VS did say you can't necessarily do anything more to Lemon that hasn't been done. He's not scared of anything. He's been doxxed. He's had channels taken. He's had the dog people come there. CP or Adult Protective Services. I think they came. I'm not quite sure. He's gone to court. He's had to talk to the rental office people or whatever. At that point, you don't really give a shit about anything. So everybody is going to be critical about everything that we do. We are quote unquote. We're small. We're a drop in the ocean, but we are public figures. Okay. So anything's left to scrutiny. But you say something about me, and the content creator has the choice. It's not like it's almost like VS could say something, and then the whole world is like, is that right, wrong, or indifferent? Hmm? Like, who gives a shit? If VS says, okay, people say human trafficking, people call this and that. If you don't give a shit and you don't think that it's human trafficking, there's nothing to worry about. I could sit here and read you the law. I could be like, um, you guys know that robbery and burglary is different. Burglary is basically doing something behind somebody's back, sneaking in their house, taking some shit, and leaving. Robbery is strong arm. Okay, so I can reach you the definition all day about how I think that you robbed somebody, but actually you did a burglary. So if you don't think what I said applies to you, don't worry about it. Fuck it. If VS said, "Hey, Envy shouldn't say fuck," he should if he shouldn't say fuck, he should spell it out because fuck is a trigger word. If I don't think that fuck's a trigger word, it doesn't matter what VS says. Hey, you don't have to like take what somebody says and like put it into a situation that controls you at all. Sometimes I'm called a villain. Man, listen, you know how many people don't like me on this bitch? If I listened to that every day, I would have quit a long time ago. Which I do kind of sometimes, we all think about quitting every other day usually, but hey. False. The black sector invented the drop game envy to be exact. It was Vic and Key Deadman before it was there ever a Mo3 sector. Okay. Okay. I can say I'm a mod over there, so I literally watch the drop game. But I will say I know for sure I don't know. Listen, what I know for sure about your comment is that Vic does ask Key what the drop down is gonna or what the drop's gonna be for somebody or how much the wrench is going to be. Hey, $50 for a wrench, it goes up to $100 based on who it is, then it goes to 75. So you are right. Key Dead Man most definitely handles Vic Damone's drop down finances. I didn't know what the timeline was of it, but you're right about that. I don't get why it's a problem on paying people. Okay. I don't get why it is the problem on paying Lemon to drop someone off his panel. Listen, if Lemon doesn't think it's a problem, Lemon's going to continue to do it. If Lemon thinks it's a problem, he's going to stop doing it. Okay. The Black Sector have been doing the drop game since 2015 and 2016 when buying a person's wrench from them. Right. I know because ZX tried to buy him a wrench for $50. I get it over there. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Why worry about mine? I don't do shit with wrenches. Unless you fuck over the channel or whatever, I don't take bias or my own shit and all that and with wrenches. And like people go crazy over the wrench thing. I get it. It's the principle of the thing, it's the loyalty, it's the trust and all that other good shit or whatever. I actually take wrenches seriously, so I can't be hypocritical, but at the same time, hey, whatever anybody's hustle is, it's a hustle. Read the chat. I answered you. Oh, no, I saw it. They said Lemon even ran down all her cash apps and why she was paying him. Well, I have to. VS, I'm gonna keep your comment up here because I'm also gonna put myself in there. All right. I'm never going to talk about what somebody did when I'm not a part of it. All right. I'm gonna put myself in there. So my dumbass, I most definitely came in yesterday. And, and when you joined the panel, you literally said all this damn math or whatever. I'll tell you exactly what we did, or not we did. This is what my dumbass did. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay, all right. So she sent 250, and this is real. I'm not making this up. She sent 250, then she sent $1, and then she sent 100, another 150, and then she sent another $100. Then it went to she sent $250. She sent $1. Then she sent 150. Then she spent $100, and then it was $501. And then we went to was the $250 asked to be returned? And then we went into is it for life? But I think we actually got, as I said, I think we got some kind of clarity. But I did that. VS, not protecting Lemon or anything, but I did that. So I'm to blame because I literally sat here on my live and did that. So I can own that. It's all good. We'll check with YouTube to see if the drop game is against policy. I patiently wait, care less about how adults choose to spend their money. Like, why would that be anyone else's concern? It's not my concern. I don't give a damn. Someone said Victim O was defending me. I didn't see it, but it was told to me. He doesn't like me at all, so I'm surprised. Okay. Was it a troll move? Was it a troll move? Uh, being to be autistic, he definitely tries to use his disability. Well, the thing is just trolling. A lot of people like to use a lot of cars that are to their advantage. Well, we got the Hispanic card, we got the black card, we got the Asian card, we got the disabled card, we got the all kinds of other cards. Unfortunately, I can't stand when people use cards to support their argument. It makes their argument weak as hell to me. All right. I'm trying to get my mic together, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. All right. I'm back. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't like it when people use cards. You said MGO basically said last night that $500 is to chump change for her because she drops way bigger bags in the sector. She did. Little Mama Obama, she most definitely said that's just what we do. She said street sector. She said that's just what we do. We've bought cars, we've bought designer purses, we've bought whatever. She most definitely said that's chump change. She said it's no big deal, and that's par for the course for her. So that's an example of how the hell can I sit here and say and go after her for spending her own money the way that she needs to. That's like literally me following somebody around the. That's like literally me following somebody around the mall, trying to see what products they're buying, and standing outside saying you shouldn't have bought that Louis Vuitton purse because that's too much. Listen, if you buy that shit bullshit ass red bottoms or whatever, good for you. I don't really give a shit if you say buying red bottoms and a Louis Vuitton purse is chump change for you. Cool. I'll take a Breitling or a Rolex on your way out. All right. Yep, she did say LML. I was tickled when she said she was playing Mr. West out off of pedals. Yes, she definitely was. And you know what? I used to play the drop game so beautifully, and I almost stopped doing the drop game because I get too irritated with people. I cannot sit on my panel and sacrifice the flow of my show and the commentary to let an annoying person get bought down. I get too annoyed. Like, here's how fast I, which I shouldn't do, but it is what it is. Cole's World, what it do? People think the drop game is bad. Mo3 buys people out of the chat. And MGO and her hubby helped a homeless man and his child until he got a job. She also says she's been watching over her for years. And the cool thing is, Cole's World is if she does have the means to also handle the responsibilities and thing that she wants to do, which she does have a nonprofit, we know that. And if she still has the capital to be able to change that. See, my thing is different people live on different levels. Super rich people don't think that Bentleys are expensive. But the thing is if all their friends have Bentleys, they're just trying to keep up with the Joneses. Can I buy a Bentley? No. My level is your average American car. Keeping up with the Joneses. So people look at money a whole lot different. All right. What up, Rico? How you feeling, man? How you feeling, Rico? What it do? What it do? What it do? Rico, the motherfucking brat. I'm glad we're cool. Hey, thanks for the Puerto Rico. Anyway, tour guide or fucking whatever. Thanks for showing us your countries. You know what I was trying to say. And the MGO allegedly says she wants that man silenced and paid $500. They showed a man who was attacked about a cheeseburger. So imagine what people would do for $500. It's so easy for people to say a CC is a bad guy. How about some subs are manipulators as well? Well, the thing is, here is the. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that comment there. Unfortunately, when you listen, that's why I said donations need to come organically. Like if my Cash App goes off or I see a super chat or whatever, I'm like so grateful because it's like you chose to take your money out of your pocket that you worked hard for that and give it to me. based on the entertainment value, right? Um, but unfortunately, if it doesn't come organic, like a lot of the bag drops are not organic at all whatsoever. They're not supporting you as a content creator. They're utilizing their pool, leading with their money to get their way. Now, if money is not organic through regular donations, 9 times out of 10, that person's going to want to have a little bit of oversight of your channel. Some people get a little ridiculous based on what they donated. They might say, "Hey, I've been paying for people to get dropped for 6 months. If somebody says that, motherfucker, or somebody says Jesus Christ, or somebody says this and that, I want you to go ahead and drop them." If the money does not come in organically, that means you are a slave to what your donors want you to do. If it comes in where it's not natural, I don't sit here and ask for donations and all that other shit because it's not genuine. You're not obligated to give me a damn thing. Even though we don't make shit off of AdSense. People think that we sit here and we get ads and all this. For today's show, I'm probably gonna get $7. Okay. Just so you know. Lemon doesn't care. It's about money like a few others on here. I don't care either. It'd be fun to watch someone pay Vince off a panel. She'd get human trafficking. Jesus. I'm not ruining the viewers. Use your brains. Let's go. Subs aren't manipulators, and even if they are, don't allow yourself to be manipulated. Well, T Black, that goes against like what you said about you know, um, that the human trafficking and the drop game and all this other stuff. So don't you think that the other side of the argument, don't let the subs get manipulated and don't let the content creators get manipulated? See, people put like this hierarchy that doesn't exist sometimes. They start from the clouds and the bushes. That's like step one. And then when you drop down, that's like step two. If you hit the panel, that's like step three. If you become a content creator, it's step four, and we're all held to different standards. A dumbass content creator will sit up here and tell you that the chat doesn't have a voice, the subs don't matter, this and that, because you'd be talking to your damn self if they didn't matter. So just wanted to speak on that based on your comment. All right, let me go. Okay, we got Pizarro. She called the FBI on me, Bree, and Lemon. She said Lemon and I are human trafficking humans with the money drop game. Um, the thing is, let me ask you this, Pizarro. How many times has the FBI been called on people? And how many times has the FBI knocked on somebody's door? I just want to know. Because the thing is I get it, but you know, ZS called. He said he was calling the FBI, the CIA, Google, YouTube, and all that on me. I woke up to that morning, and I don't know, like, because he's one of those people on the list. You say something bad, something's gonna happen. Like that becomes the risk of the channel, even though you're supposed to be beefing. People start tripping and plotting and doing this and that. You just have to not care. You know what I'm saying? It's a risk for us to be on here. Our freedom of speech is only as strong as the next person that we offend. I think before we worry about the money, I personally think the bullying and harassment needs to be addressed. Number one on the list. That causes way more issues than people willing to giving their money. It does cause more issues. Bullying and harassment on here is crazy. You know why, Coles World? One of the reasons. One of the reasons is because it's hypocritical. Someone will definitely go onto their channel and you go out to their panel or whatever. It's like, okay, we're going to act this way. We're going to be respectful. We're going to talk you one at a time. You talk like this. You talk like that. You say one word that's out of order, they drop you or whatever the case may be, right? And then they say, community guidelines, community guidelines. I'm going to strike this. I'm going to flag that. Community guidelines, community guidelines. Hey, this is what YouTube says. I got these connections over here. But then you go on somebody else's platform and say a bunch of trigger words. So the bullying and harassment, I don't think that's fair. I think that we can roast gag each other without making people feel like someone's going to jump through their window. Me personally, I can roast and gag you all damn day without threatening you or making you feel out of order. Just ask the people I've trolled. Yes, OG Beauty, she mad. She's not getting the money Lemon getting. She wants all the money to herself, but don't realize she's not like that. It's a theory. OG, the female version of glitter boots. Let's see here. Okay. Yo. Wait. This ain't beef sector. This snitch sector. People call it snitch sectors. People call it alphabet people sector. People call it court sector. People call it everything. You know what I mean? But it's kind of easy to get snitched on when we're online in front of your faces. Yo, girl, does when it comes to the FBI keep making false reports. All right, you guys are going back and forth. I will read your comments, but I will stop highlighting because I know that you guys have each other blocked. False claims will get you arrested. We know this. Let's see here. Rico says 100. Let's go, Rico. For those who are lost, MG. Thank you, OG Beauty. For those who are lost, MGO and Octavius both know each other from the street sector. Their issue with each other happened to spill over here in the B sector. Absolutely. Well, the reason why OG Beauty that the MGO and Octavius spilled over here is because Ken Ken is heavily involved in the street sector. Sonny is heavily involved in the street sector. Kiki is strongly involved in his street sector. MGO and Octavius, with that triangulation right there, they're going to end up in the B sector. So those are the other players, pretty much. Wow, P, I hate things. I've gone that far. I enjoy watching it, y'all. Hopefully, oh my God. Like Pizarro, you don't have to like take that huge step back. And you don't. Um I don't know what to say. I don't have the words for it because I'm not like a motivational speaker or anything like that. But I don't think that anybody needs to take a step back based on getting the heat. And I know that it's sometimes you look around, you look to the left, you look to the right, and you're like, where are my supporters? I've been riding with you forever, and it's like, oh my God. So literally, some people take a step back, not based on their own feelings of what comes towards them. Some people take steps back because they're looking around to see who in the hell they've been supporting is going to step up for them. And that's why I did give Lady Nika one of the biggest compliments I've ever given somebody on this damn app. The compliment I gave Lady Nika is I said, listen, you knew that this was going to turn out to be content. You knew that it was going to be like alleged scams. You knew that people were going to try to drag because they're going to throw the narrative of the begging, right? Trifecta begging. Trifecta equals begging, right? But you still did it when you were there. Like when Pizarro, even when Pizarro have to drop off the panel, makes a couple phone calls, handle her business, get her shit together, you didn't give a damn. You sat up there by yourself. And me, I evaluate my friends based on how you react to certain situations. If there's a bar fight and you freeze up, you start freezing up and shit, and then we get beat the hell up because you don't know how to react, I'm pissed. We're fighting. But what I'm saying is Pizarro was down and out. Pizarro could barely, get her expressions out or anything like that. Lady Nika knew that she was putting herself in the lion's den and still stood out there. So hopefully Pizarro takes that and a lot of other people that were supporting, and then basically from that situation, come back stronger because now you know who to filter out. Okay? Look at it as a positive thing. Now you know who not to fuck with. Okay? I do that all the time. I even tell people stupid shit behind the scenes or whatever just to see if it'll come out. It usually does. Then I say fuck you. I knew you I knew you weren't shit the whole time. So all right, let's keep going. People going to run their shit the way they want. If VS don't like it, don't participate in it. Right. Absolutely. Ain't nobody going to come up here and tell me how to run a damn thing. Censor me, tell me, I'll laugh. I'll laugh. I'll just troll you. Not MGO, Cole's World. Oh, VS called, of course. Okay, got it. Let's see. Why am I now cussing? I'm gonna keep my thoughts in my head. For G, just bought me another Louis DJ. Oh my god, Rico's always shopping. And Rico does not go to Rico does not go to Marshalls or Macy's or anywhere else. I could see you at Neiman Marcus. You're a Neiman Marcus guy. You pay a premium for them to put your shoes on for you and help to make they fit. I can see it. I can see it. All right. Let MGO do what she wants with her money. Who cares? It's hers. She literally told us who cares. I don't know why we care more than she cares. MGO basically said, I'm good. So you know what? I'm good. I didn't make any of the money and I didn't ask for the any of the money. If I had MGO's money in my pocket, I would ask her if she cares. If she says she cares, I'd give it back to her. If she says she doesn't care, I wouldn't bring it up again. All right, that's it. ABC 123. Folks act like their opinions carry weight. You could probably afford a Bentley, I'm sure. Maybe exposed TV, but the upkeep of it would probably put me out of my house. Okay, because the upkeep on a Bentley is horrible. MGO knew about Lemon. He didn't know about her. He didn't offer to drop Octavius for money. She asked. She absolutely there it is. Cole's World. Thank you. She literally inquired. She did. She inquired. Um, and let me ask this: if Octavius is dropped, right? How would you guys compare that with the fact that I guess you guys could call it YouTube guidelines, but if he gets upset about being dropped, right? But he is kind of one of the people that looks over YouTube guidelines on people's channels and stuff. Like, is that like a trade off or it's still wrong? I don't know. I guess it's a popularity contest. Okay, Envy, but does the money you get spend organically or inorganically? Be real. The money that I spent, the money you get spend organically or inorganically. Are you talking about how I spend my money that I get from my supporters? I don't. That didn't make any sense, Molly. Subs could be manipulators. Yes, they can. Isn't it up to? I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's up to whoever it's up to. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would work for my money and take any direction based on the shit. Isn't it up to the subs who gave their money in and for what? Why are people upset about what people use their money on? My live is still up, so that's an easy lie to shut down. Gotcha. There you go. See, VS's live is most definitely up, and it's going to come out of her own words. And I believe what she's pointing toward, just to kind of help you all with the content, I believe VS is pointing toward the actual definition. She did give you the actual definition of human trafficking, and then she took that and she applied that to the situation at hand. So I believe that's exactly what she's saying. Just kind of trying to help you all, look for a talking point to get that information that you want to know. Okay. LOL, that had nothing to do with what I said. Okay, great. I don't. My thing is the only okay. Yes, it does have something to do. I know what you're talking about when I said, do you watch a sports channel or whatever? What I'm saying is T Black. I'm saying two things. Number one, I'm saying you got to be able to choose the content that you enjoy. If you say that we're talking about people that are talking about people that are talking about people, this is a sector. where we all reside in the same area. It's like the metaverse, right? We're going to do that. But if you enjoy different type of content and it irritates the hell out of you for people that are going to talk about each other, this is F-ish, okay? Like we have entertainment value, but the content value, the brain food, all that, not so much. Mm-mm. You're not gonna like get smarter listening to me. You're not gonna like probably get into a good mood and have the best the great rest of your day because I was live. Like I bet you this live is not going to do anything for you to make you a better person or a worse person. You'll probably not like me even more. That reminds me of when ZX contacted the FBI. Well, I mean, he contacted the FBI on me too the other day, which I didn't understand, which was funny. I didn't know. You did that at Lay's with FBI. Here's Vic Damone. I'm gonna be fresh as hell when the Fed's watching. Vic, shout out to you, Vic. You know what I mean? Take some of this and start trolling it because guess what? In the next couple of days, I'm going to elect myself to be the old me. Okay. I'm gonna be the old me because I see the criticism. I see the reference points. VS, don't take that last live down, please, because I need a couple reference points because I already see the momentum of where this stuff is going. As I said, the 1 o'clock show, we usually figure out what the hell we need to know. 5:15, I basically put it together. The night show, sometimes, yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I really do think that we lit a fire. You know what I mean? Lemon, can we please get the lists on a daily basis? That was perfect. That was perfect. But there's a couple things I still want to know. The one thing on there, I focused on number 3, but can you please put on your commentary sometime tonight whether you think that ZX is going to give Rodney a wrench? Let's go. I do pretty well for myself when I get my bag from Uncle Sam. There you go. See? Military. Vonnie P. Vonnie P. Oh my gosh. I feel star studded. You know what I'm saying? Not, I feel, star struck, not star studded. Star struck. Vonnie, I appreciate you coming through. Shout out to you. Come through more often. Envy, I have no issue with you. I have always called things as I see them. You should, T Black, but like you have to know I am going to too. But I don't, T Black, I'm not always right. Okay. I'm not gonna like cuss out my chat. I'm not gonna freak out. I'm not gonna like shut the live down and nothing. Like I'm gonna talk to you the same way you talk to me. I'm controversial. So even if I totally agree or totally don't agree, I might throw a little something in there to make it more exciting. But trust me, I'm not always right. I'm the first one that'll tell you, man, I messed that up. Damn, I sounded stupid. I was tripping. Trust me, I'm straight up and down. All right. Hey, Envy. Hey, RY Boo. Hey, VS Sis. Hey, beautiful people in the chat. All right. So, Charlie, it's amazing to be in that treehouse that ZX has built for us. You know, I know that you saw the other day that I have been added to the list of people that are working and kissing the ass of VS. That doesn't even sound right with my name in it. And hold on, let me try that again. Make sure to see if it sounds better. All right. Envy is working for and kissing VS's ass. That was almost more funny than the first time I said it. But Charlie, I guess we'll be in that boat together, okay? People know out of everybody on the internet not to pick me to create a narrative like that. I don't give a shit. I'm here to piss people off, okay? Run with the narrative, create a story, be a reporter. But you know what? For the next 2 days, I'm going to have to be a content creator, okay? We don't have BS, we don't have Bizarro, and then we got other people that make content about shit I don't care about, okay? Or about other sectors or whatever, you know? So I'm going to do my best to create some shit. But Charlie, hey, let's hold each other's hands because we are scared of, work for, and we're run by VS. How can I make a false report if you're a troll? um, Trolls aren't. What do we say? Trolls aren't supposed to have emotions. So I don't understand like some of the emotions sometimes. But that's it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to sign up for what you're willing to get thrown back at you. What do I mean by that? If you're willing to be a troll, you should be ready to be trolled. If you want to be a villain, you should be ready to be villain. If you want to be the happy person around here, quote the Bible, pray, and nothing wrong with the Bible and praying or whatever. I'm just using an example, Jesus. Jesus, I love you. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, all that. But okay. I don't have to quote Bible verses. I don't have to like hug people and all that other stuff. But if you want to be that person, you want a bunch of positivity, that's cool. But on this internet right here, I don't want much positivity at all. I want to cuss some people out, get into some bullshit, whatever. Turn this bitch off and go to back to my real life because most of y'all are pictures and letters. That's what I call y'all, pictures and letters. All right. Anyway, some of y'all are just the object of my entertainment, just like I am for y'all, and I'm okay with it. Okay, Stacy, nothing he does to anyone ever worked. That's true, T Black. I know who you're talking about. Who makes some? Oh wait, who making some? Have some? Damn, who making some or have some cake? I really just Jesus Christ. Are you okay, Charlie? Hey, hey, Charlie. Um, Jesus. Um, I hope that was sugar in your cereal. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, but I really like you, Charlie. So I didn't want you to take that some type of way. But with this comment, I just want to make sure you're putting sugar in your cereal. Okay, you got to like make sure like things are separated, whatever, allegedly. But I didn't say what the other thing could be. It might be caffeine, it might be vitamin B, or it might be something else. You know what I mean? But hopefully that was sugar today. If money could control you, then you might as well be a streetwalker. Absolutely. Money does not control me at all. I don't listen. I love my donors. That's basically them saying shout out to you. Do I think that we should get tipped for coming out here and entertaining? Yes. It takes a lot of effort, research, all that kind of stuff to put together a real show from start to finish. I'm not talking about a show that's over here and over there and over there. I'm talking about topics from beginning, middle, end. If somebody's up here, great. If I'm by myself, great. If it's a cuss out show, cool. If it's an intellectual show, cool. That's what I see as a content creator. I called. They just said I called and made a report on Nika Pizza and Lemon. Yeah, I did see that in the chat. So you made a report. Okay, let me write that down. Nika Pizza and lemon. All right. Let me ask you directly. Did you? Hmm? Usually I would think that'd be live, but let me ask you directly. Did you do this? Or you might not tell me. People are hypocrites. You're not paying my bills. Yeah, subscriber donator. So they're paying your bills. Correct. Vic. If you don't like what's on exactly, like I don't understand that. I will never understand why people don't just change the damn channel. YouTube gets 3 billion views a day. You don't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? And when I get vile like this or whatever, and also let me see if I deal with somebody that could be live or whatever, because we are almost through. We are almost through. I don't want you guys to feel like you got to be here for hours and hours and hours and hours. I try to give you a show that's about a couple hours and we get up out of here. But anyway, let's see here. Who else do we have? I mean, blah 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 blah. She talked too much. Appreciate the headphones. You know, I love it. Yeah, the play a sucker to catch a sucker. True. Let's go. Hey, Davna. All right, let's go. Let me try to get down to the bottom here. And I'm sorry again with the comments. I'm going to get better at that. I click on all the damn comments and interact. It's like a good thing because I want to interact, but unfortunately, then it doesn't keep up with what the hell I'm saying. Why is everybody watching CX channel? I have probably because he's fighting with VS. But after that, I'm not quite sure what's going to be on the horizon. No clue. I believe VS now. I would assume it's pretty much always going to be Lemon. I'm not quite sure, but ZX runs ZX channel. How ZX wants to run ZX's channel. Whatever ZX commentary, I'll say the same thing as I say for myself and anybody else. We could tune in or we could tune out. But see, shit like what he says or whatever, I watch him because he jumps around and it's kind of funny. You know, is he going to say my name every episode? Yes. Is he going to say Charlie's name? Yes. Is he going to say VS's name? Yes. Is he going to say Lemon's name? Yes. But then, like the stupid and the funny shit in between, I'll watch. But whatever. Someone said that you were VS new bit. Right, right, cool. Storm. But okay. And I know there's going to be some troll pages out saying that. But explain that to me. Explain that to me. What did I ask her for? What did I ask her for? What have I approached her for? Has she put the pressure on me in any way whatsoever? There's so many no, 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 no. And if I am VS's bitch, what's the assignment? What am I supposed to do next? Like, I'm looking. Hold on, y'all. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check IG real quick to prove a point. All right. Let me see here. Messages. I'm scrolling and I absolutely do not see an agenda that VS sent me. Nothing. Not one message. Hey, Envy, I'd really like you to do this today. Or Envy, I didn't really appreciate your commentary yesterday. Or Envy, I don't really like those people on your panel. Or Envy, take this storyline. I don't see it. So I that would be a bitch. Being dictated to and not being able to make your own decisions. But I don't have my like to do list from VS. Okay, so that's just dead. Let's see here. It'd be facts. Let's go. Let's go with facts. What time is? Oh my God! It's four. Jesus. All right, let's see here. No, did you? Davna, let's go, let's go, let's go. Davna, for some reason, I picture Molly like a clean cut man. Always tucks his shirt in, wears glasses, plays chess, always wears a belt. But I'm starting to think he's not hood. There's nothing hood about Molly. Okay. Oh wait. No, did you? Envy. Nope. Absolutely not. I plead the fifth on most of what I say on here. Okay, this is not real. This is all made up. Nothing is real. Some reason I picture me. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Cole's World, a good old coffee. Let's go, Cole's World. He's a nerd for sure, and he sits facing the wall when people are around. Do you think? Jesus. Yeah. Did you guys hear Molly on Ness's? Hey everybody. Okay, hold on. Let me do it better. Let me do you one better, y'all. Here you go. All right, you ready? All right, here you go. All right. Here was Molly on the panel at Ness's. Hey, uh, I'm only gonna do this one time and one time only, cause I said I would. Hi, Ness. And, hey, all the other people on the panel, hello. I just wanted to keep my promise and let y'all hear my voice and that I'm a real person. And, well, let me go back to the chat because, I just don't do this type of thing. And, okay. That's how Molly sounds, okay? And then Molly goes down in the chat, gang banging. So I was like, when I first heard Molly, I was like, who the fuck is this? So anyway, shout out to Molly for having for being bipolar. Okay. Paulette, this raggedy ass video. That's what's up. Let's go live back to my nap. All right, that's what's up. Thank you for you press the like button too, sir. Appreciate it. Lemon in Cole's world. Envy, the way he will get blocked and come back and start throwing chairs and tables around. Right. But the real Molly ain't throwing shit. I'm telling you, the regular Molly is at the library right now. Okay. Hey man, we need you to take a nap because we need we need some things. Tonight we definitely need a fire show. Last night was like amped up. I was like, oh shit. I was like, Lemon, pay attention, man. With the receipts and everything like that, there's a lot going on, and you just say, you know what, fuck it. So we need a fire ass show. So please go to sleep. Davna and I'll do my best. I'll do my best at 5:15. This is crazy. One show's running to the next. At I'll do 5:30, y'all. Because RY is going to be giving you a very controversial show. I believe she's going to do like an hour or so before everybody goes to the night show. So it's like my show's going to go. And then we're going to head right over to RNY because her Wednesday shows are a whole lot different. Because she never tells me what the title is and she throws me in there and she slow drags me a little bit. She got IG messages the last time she had a show because it said Evie admitted that he was wrong and she bamboozled me because I was on my damn live and I didn't have time to go look and see what the hell she had going on. And I got a kite saying, "Oh my god, uh, RY is gonna drag you today." I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold on. Let me go look at the title." And I'm like, "Hold on a second." I said, "Wait a minute." I'm like, and she has receipts. I'm like, so she can't tell me, oh, in the middle of your live, in the middle of your live, I decided to change the title. She had receipts. She was ready to go. There was a PowerPoint presentation about me and not tell the truth and all kinds of shit. I was like, wow. I didn't even set it up. I know you guys think that I might set up some drama or whatever that manifests over to ROI's channel. I don't. And that's, I don't. So it's going to be very interesting. So we're going to be leaving my show, my 5:15 or my 5:30 or whatever it is show, approximately 6:30, 6:45, somewhere around there. We'll probably have her go live at like 6:30. We'll be over there. She's going to talk her shit, do her thing. And then we'll be at the night show, which is going to be at Lemons. That's pretty much my request for the content train or whatever you want to call it, so that we can basically get everything together. Anyway, I hope everybody showered and washed their their ass today. Maybe not. You said pizza. Absolutely, I burn. Ahmad over here. I've been Ahmad over here. Yes. I don't. I listen. If it's like real life, you know what I'm saying? Like if I take something from you, literally that says just chill out. It says we have absolutely no obligation to talk bad, good, bad, and different about each other because some people think that about Bob Brenches or whatever. But I still stand on the fact that have I ever come out here and said I hate the dude and never freaking want to hear Lemon's voice again in my life? I'm just not petty like that. You know, something might have to be removed for your life so you can think about like like the next steps or whatever. But chill out about that. A lot of people ask about that. It is what it is. People want to ask why lemons are mine because I clicked the button and you can do it if you're a content creator. So whatever. Every time I say about, hey, did y'all hear? Listen, I need lemon and rune shaker. Good lord. I was like, oh my God, like this is definitely they were going. And listen, drunk lemon was not even louder than sober lemon. Good. I never thought that. I was like, hold on a second. We need to hear we have a guest. We have a guest. I told y'all we have a fucking guy. But that was drunk lemon. I was surprised sober lemon outdid it last night. You know what I'm saying? But the narrative is that he's still drinking. So there you go. Please wash y'all asses. All right. What'd you say? Pizza, what am I looking for if I don't see it? The pizza say, are you leaving? Who? And you said, "What are we looking for?" I want to answer that before we get up out of here because I'm nosy. I'm nosy about that. Hold on. What did pizza say up here? Oh, lemon check your wall under Nika video. Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. You mean check under Nika's video? Well, shit. Hold on. Well, let me check under Nika's video. Damn it. Shit. What? What? Hang on now. Okay. Hey, Nika. Okay. We got the wall. We see here. I don't really see anything that stands out, but okay. Actually, but the good thing is now I know the good thing is now I know Lady Nika is live. So that helps. Hold on one second. Actually, let me set us up to make sure we go over there anyway. Hold on. Let me see here. Lady Nika. There you go, Lady Nika. Okay. There we go. We're all set. Okay. Okay, so that seems to be a little bit ambiguous, whatever they got going on pizza, but I guess you're gonna check under the wall. Envy, can we pimp out the tree bacon flat screen? Yes, absolutely. Because we kiss what did I say? We kiss VS's ass, we work for her. I'm sure we're scared, and a couple other things. So absolutely. We will we'll have the best VS ass kissing treehouse known to man. You know what I mean? Or you know what? We can get a tiny house. How about that? Like one of the ones like that have the bed up on the what you call it, a loft and like whatever. We can get a tiny house. And just so you know, fun fact: Elon Musk sold all of his mansions, and Elon Musk actually lives in a $50,000 tiny house so that he can be closer to work. But anyway, not that y'all care about that, but anyway, I'm getting out of here. All right. I'm not going to do an outro or anything like that because it messes up redirects. Hold on, let me make sure I press the save button so that we make it over to Lady Nika's nice and smooth. If you have not been to Lady Nika, there's a lot of different sectors. There's different audiences. One of the smartest thing Lemon said is it doesn't matter where I get docs because you have a new set of audience. You're finally fucking getting it. You get it. You're starting to understand the inner workings of the bullshit. But anyway, we're going over there. As I said, I'm not going to do an outro or anything like that because it messes up the redirect. I will see you all at Lady Nika's. I might come back. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to wait till Lady Nika's pretty much over, goes into it for an hour. So I'll be back between probably 5:30 and 6 o'clock before we go over to RMY's and before after RMY will then redirect to Lemon. Okay. So let's go follow the content, y'all. I ain't no hater. Let's go. All right.